everyone. Okay, I'm waving my hand under to make sure that the camera's working. If you guys were here on Wednesday, I was having quite a bit of hiccups, which I thought was because I hadn't ran the updates for OBS yet. Well, I made a little discovery about 10 minutes ago. It was not the cats, surprisingly, because they are usually the culprit for such things, but somehow my cord connecting my camera to my computer got damaged. And so, like, anyway, I have it immobilized now. Fingers crossed, I have 2 new cords on the way so that I will have them with me when we move. But I decided that if for some reason the camera goes wonky again and I cannot get it to do what it's supposed to, worst case scenario, we use the little webcam here. So it won't be the end of the world. I have a solution in mind. But for now, fingers crossed, hope for the best. Let's go ahead and see who's in here. Today's question of the day is, which colored pencil color is your favorite? E.g. Dahlia Purple from Prismacolor or number 10 from Staedtler Ergosoft. And I say number 10 because it doesn't actually have a name. So yeah, it's just number 10. Well, technically, I think it does have a name, but essentially it's just number 10 yellow. All right, let's go ahead and see who's in here. Emily was in here bright and early. Bright and early? It's evening. Dark and early? I don't know, it's evening here. Could be daytime there. I don't remember where Emily's from. Let's see, Ev, early Merry Christmas to you as well. Ev's question today is immediately thought of Polychromo's hooker screens. I keep putting my hand in it because like out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching OBS and I'm just like, because I had it plugged in earlier and then it froze and I was like, no, I did the updates and then discovered the damaged cord. So there that is. Dawn, hello. Grandma H, hello. Chloe, hello. Prisma Prussian Green. Ooh, that one is good too. Very nice. Heather, hello. Let's see. Scroll down. Make sure I'm not missing it. Dawn, hello. Megan says, it's hard to choose, but I love Prismacolor Dark Purple. It's very nice. I really like, if I were to choose Prismacolors that were my favorite, I really like Dahlia Purple. Peacock green, cobalt turquoise, parrot green, light aqua. Those teal kind of aqua range of colors are so pretty. Let's see. Kim, hello. Jay, hello. Let's see. Josephine. Oh, the Lyra Moss green. All right, I like it. Tuscan red. Jay, I'll have to show at some point. It's on my Instagram. I colored an entire page in Enchanted Forest with just Tuscan red and a blender pencil. And at the time, it was the Prismacolor blender pencil, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it turned out okay. Let's see. Katrina, hello. Let's see. I'm hoping not to miss anyone. Hi, Puzzling. Welcome. Oh, Robin, hello. Let's see. Okay, I think your cats are going crazy. Why are your cats going crazy? I swear it wasn't me here. Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm sorry. All right, well, let's jump into it. First things first, if you were not here last time or didn't see the post on Instagram. So, oh, Dawn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's hard. You're sitting and howling. I'm sorry. Kitties, it's okay. Hi, Deborah. But this is going to be the last stream of 2023. In fact, I will not be back to streaming until January 12th. January 12th. Partially because if, again, you missed it, we are moving. We are moving and we are, oh, awesome, Sarah. Nonsense. It's super fun. You're all good. But yeah, so we are the Illustrator household is getting out of Dodge. And that makes it sound like we're running from something. We're all good. We're running to something, if that makes sense. But yes, so we are moving and I'm gonna need, not to mention we got Christmas on top of it. So yeah, I'll be gone about 3 weeks. Hopefully I'll still be able to make some posts in between. I haven't had time to do any like pre-shooting of videos or anything. So we'll see how that goes. But we should be back to streaming. Our first night back will be January 12th. So fly over there. Let's see, Michelle, hello. So tonight is the last night, which means we are going to tackle a background. I started to already because I wanted to show you kind of what we were going for. And my plan is, I honestly meant to have this, 3 weeks. Well, I'm moving, Michelle, I'm moving. And we need, between Christmas and the move, I am way behind and we need to get stuff put in boxes. Feel free, Ev, feel free. So my idea is it's not gonna be the solid kind of bokeh background through. It's gonna fade up to where it'll be kind of lighter. So the bulk of the pattern will be here and then it'll go out. So I think what we'll do to warm up is, let's see. I think I'll do something that I know exactly how we're going to do it over here first. And then once we have a good, because obviously we're not going to finish the entire back page or background in this stream because we know how things go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this spot here so I can show you how we're going to cover up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but cover up these little smudges that I got. I can't even remember if this, I think it was pencil. I think it was pencil. What does Sarah say? Favorite colors, Lyra, polycolor. Oh, night green. Yes, I love the night green. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we've been chatting about it for a bit, but Steve, illustrator, got an awesome new job that I can't really talk about, but yeah, it's the next stage in our adventure here. So yeah, we are moving, and I am falling behind. Ev, I keep thinking, hi, Allison, currently partial to amethyst. Ooh, yeah, process red is good too. All right, he's a super duper fantabulous, most handsomest hubby in the whole wide world. Ev, it got me thinking about last time in stream when you're like, you're gonna be like you're running out of time, and you're like, fine. I've been playing your comment over in my head. I'm like, man, she was right. She was right. So what the plan is here is I'm wrapping up finishing touches on the sticker club because that is going to go out like normal. That's going to go out like normal. And then after that, I'm packing up the office. I'm going to get a majority of it packed up this weekend. Sticker stuff will be out until I get everything printed off and those put together. So this month's theme for the sticker club is kind of like pen pal, sending mail, that kind of thing. There will be still the free coloring download for next month. So our normal regular things will all be there. But yeah, we'll be taking a break, right? We'll be taking a short break from streaming. I honestly was hoping to only miss 3 streams, but the reality of how close everything is getting. Do you ever like lay there at night and you really struggle to like turn your brain off because you're going over all the things you got to do? Yeah, well, trying to smash being holly jolly and a giant move. I mean, I knew it was a big thing, but I think it's just more along the lines of, I'm like, all right, that countdown is a ticking. Thank you, Sarah. We get some hypes in chat for Sarah. Let's see, let's get those handy dandy hype emotes. Oh, that's a red pencil. Oh, Sarah, is this your first one? All right, well, now you get all of these handy dandy emotes. I'm gonna click through them all. I really need to make a command that triggers all the emotes. There we go. There we go, exclamation point hype. Well, Sarah, you now have access to all of those emotes as well as the free monthly coloring download, which is currently still in the community tab. You'll scroll down, find the members only tab, and then on January 1st, there will be a new one that is ready as well. So yeah, so just loads going on, trying to fit it all in. Hi B, and if I missed anyone, I apologize. Yeah, so hard to turn the brain off. I'll feel better once we get things to, but we did, you guys knew we got a new car a couple months ago. Sorry, I guess we're just doing an update before we dive in. We sold the old car. That one was just like load off of my mind, like so much so because it's like it was getting closer. I was like, we only got a little bit of time left before we got to go and we don't want to bring it with us. And it was just like, because it would have meant like driving down there and driving back to get it. Like it would have been a pain. And so I had somebody that was interested in it. You know, we caved a little bit on the price, but I was like, if we just need it gone, we just need it done. So anyway, that was nice, big thing to check off the list. So now I don't know, we're gonna pack this weekend, but then I think for Sunday and Monday we're gonna stop, enjoy Christmas, and then December 6th hit it hard again. Yes, that's exactly it, Ev. Okay, well, I'm sure we will chat more about it. We're going to dive into coloring so we can get some of them. Also, look at this. Remember the pencils I glued on the dowel? This one, this is what it looks like when, let's see, we'll get it in focus. There you go. Maybe? Anyway, this is what it looks like when it's all sharpened down. I couldn't color with it anymore. It's so little. But, yeah, all right. Stop trying to decide. That's fair. All right. Well, so I finished up all the presents. So if you're following along, you can take kind of the style that I did on the other presents And then, you know, you can always change your colors or whichever you want, but these are kind of the colors. I tried to balance things a little bit. Right, Ev? Down to the last millimeter. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, now I'm gonna need to put the background behind the presents and everything, but the big thing and the whole reason, thanks. The whole reason that I wanted to do a background is because I got this little smudge over here and I just felt like it kind of needed one. So we're gonna do this over here a little bit and then we will work on how we're gonna fade it up to the top. So you should have instruction on how to do this, you know, not exactly every little spot, because again, we're not going to get this all done in one stream, especially if I keep yakking. You'll have the instruction for this and the instruction for fading it up if you're following along. So what we're going to do first, now I have a hand, hi Alex, hi Cheryl. If I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. Welcome, welcome everyone. I have a handy dandy little circle maker. If you want to get one that's like this, you can type in chat, type in ! circle maker. I really need to make that easier. It should just be like ! circle. Note to self to adjust that. Anyway, this is a little circle maker. If you have a stencil, that works fine too. Or if you have neither, hi Marcia. An ironic note, Emily, I'm finishing up a jigsaw puzzle called Vintage Art Supplies. Interesting art supplies company, right? Yes, some of those. And it's just, you love the way that some of the branding looks like classic-y. Sorry, I'm fiddling with that. I've been fidgeting a lot more lately. And I think it's because it's been so busy. For the kids' party favor bags, I had put for their big old birthday party, I had put these in there and there was one left over. And so it's just been sitting in here, but I keep fiddling with it. Also, you notice I trimmed my nails like all the way down. And part of that is I didn't want to be worried about breaking a nail during this move. I did the same thing last time and knowing myself, I will probably hurt myself. Anyway, all right, so circle maker, you can use, you know, cut out your own circles or just freehand them or stencil or whatever else. This is what I have, so this is what I use. Because we have these little colors here, there's a purple that I used over here, which is gonna go there. So for the colors that we're using, I have, ignore my Franken pencils because they're all glued together. All right, so sky blue light is that one. Let's see, there's going to be some, this one is 934. That one was lavender. The alternative, if I remember correctly, is orchid. So either lavender or orchid. Last time I moved, I had acrylic nails and one of them snapped out. Yeah, no, I was like, right. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be careful, but there's a reason that I trimmed them nice and short. I was like, okay, I'll put a nice little, I have this that's like a nice natural cover. It's a Illuminating Nail Concealer by London Town. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I was like, I'll do that to make them look nice, but otherwise these puppies are going short. Absolutely. Okay, so there was that one, and then pretty sure I used the, let's see, 289, which is the gray green, okay? And then it was the, I think this one's the Celadon green or Jade green? Pretty sure it was Jade green. So Jade green, because I used 6 different ones and I'm just trying to remember exactly, let's see, grade lavender, which is 1026. And then we had, oh, that's right. It was this one because I used it up. Mediterranean blue. So I think that was all of them. And then I want to say I used just a little bit of cream. Let's see, I shouldn't use my full one. I should use my Franken pencil. Oh, awesome, Sarah. Yeah, whenever I do any kind of like bokeh background or circle background, I always use that. I have a ruler that also has a circle stencil on it, but it fell on my floor one day and I rolled over it with my chair and it cracked. So, you know, it's me. Prismacolor, Cloud Blue, and Lime Peel. I haven't used Lime Peel. Oh, those are your favorite colors. Sorry, I was just like, well, I didn't use Lime. Let's see. Orchid equals lavender, amethyst, lilac. Yeah, I only remember because orchid is in the Botanical 12 set. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. So I think I used just the tiniest bit of cream in some spots. We definitely need a white. And then I used a Caran d'Ache blender. If you do not have a Caran d'Ache blender, you can just strictly use your white if you want to. Yeah, I'll go over them again. So I think I think that was everything because I did 6 colors plus, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so if you are keeping a running list for yourself for the blue portion of the circle, I'm not talking too loud, am I? I feel like I'm talking louder. I get excited about things and then I talk really loud. Okay, so for the blue circles, you're gonna have Mediterranean blue and sky blue light, okay? Then for the purplish ones, you're going to have either lavender or orchid. Volume is good, okay. And grayed lavender. Then for the green one, it was jade green and gray green light. And then a white Prismacolor Caran d'Ache blender, but you can skip this one if you need to. And I put a tiny bit of cream, but I really didn't use it much because we're not using a ton of warm colors on this one. I mean, even if you look at jade green next to celadon green, jade green is a cooler green than celadon green is. So what I'm actually gonna do, let's see, we'll keep that out. I am gonna shift these because we are not really gonna be using them. And these are all out from last time. And well, I'll be honest, I colored it and I have not had time to put any of them away, but that will be tomorrow. I'm gonna go through, get all pencils and everything put away. I was thinking for my drawers that are behind me, if you've seen any of the videos I've done where I used a face cam, you'll see these Arteza organizational drawers. And so I'm gonna get everything sorted, make sure it's put away. And then I think for the move, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use masking tape on the front of them so the boxes don't slide out. And then they can just be moved by themselves and I don't have to worry about taking everything out, putting it in a box, so, you know. All right, so for the Prismacolors, we've got those ones. They were our 7 with perhaps a little bit of cream, but not much. And then the blender, let's put that so it doesn't block the light. All right, so what we're gonna do first is we are going to map in where we want our colors to be. I try to balance them so I don't have a ton of like blue clustered together and green. So I also did circles ranging in. Here, I'll show you over here. And you could do these, if you were feeling braver about your background, you could do them with darker colors, like the dark colors that we chose. You could have this be your light middle color and do something much, much darker. Yeah, painter's tape, that's what I meant. In my head, it's the blue one. I have a thick roll of masking tape, but no, painter's tape. Yeah, that's what it was. Painter's tape, masking tape. I don't know. I think I use them interchangeably, but yeah, the blue one. That's what I'm using. So for the circles, I used the 3/8. I used the 5/8. I even used, I don't think that one. I think I used the 7/8 or the 6/8. I really just kind of changed it around. Small, big. Is this supposed to be a bunch of lights in the background? I don't know. Did I just want it to look pretty? Absolutely. So that's what I did. All right, so, but the way that I did it over here too is you'll see we have the grayed lavender, a little bit of light, what was it? I can't even remember my own pencils. Yes. Grayed lavender and lavender, but it's not like the purple square was surrounded completely by the purple, but we're going to position it so that the lavender that we use will cover up this because that's going to be the closest to it. So what we're going to do is let's start with a 5/8, and I am going to grab the grayed lavender. Did our music turn off already? Because I didn't have it on repeat. Rude. Okay, I don't even know how well you guys can hear the music, but you know, it's there softly in the background. All right, so grayed lavender. Okay, I'm just going lightly. I'm not pressing really hard. And you'll have to excuse me, my hands are shaking a little bit more than usual. I think it's just because I've got so much going on. I'm also trying to make sure that I take time for myself, decompress a little bit. There's a reason, like we've been having the kids, probably not every day, but we've been having them pack a box every other day. Now I'm gonna do a grayed lavender over here as well because I got another mark. So don't feel like you have to do yours exactly like mine. I'm just trying to cover up my mistakes. What did Blue say? You should maybe put a washcloth or a tea towel in each drawer. Oh, Blue, that's a really good idea. I've got a bunch of those scrap towel cloths that I cut up for stuff. I could tell. Ooh, yeah, that's a really good idea, Blue, because we did hire movers. We hired movers. So we're boxing everything up, but we're hiring people to carry everything out and put it in the truck because I don't have the back of a 20-year-old anymore. And my goodness, am I weak? And I don't want to put all that on Steve. We have an armoire that is just it's solid oak, man. It is solid oak. And yeah, we moved it like 2 or 3 times and we're like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. We either get rid of the armoire or pay someone to move it for us. Oh gosh. All right, so I'm just alternating my size of circles. Hi, Marilyn. Alternating my size of circles, and we'll be interspersing the other colors as well. Oh no, Sarah! If it makes you feel any better, they even do that to me when I'm live. So, you know, it's I think it's universal cat behavior. Let's see, let's brighten this up just a bit. There we go. All right, let's see. We'll do a couple more lavender and then we'll start mixing them in because I want to make sure that I leave plenty of room for the others. Yeah, I just like to use the circle maker because it's easier trying to, you know, make sure I get the right shapes that I want and everything. But again, you do not have to use the stencil. If you want to just freehand it, that is perfectly fine. There we go. But yeah, so we're trying to find a balance with, you know, finding time to recharge a little bit, but also kind of hang out. So I don't know how many gamers I have in the chat here, but if you are familiar with what Steam is a kind of a, what would you call it? Like basically it's a place that has a bunch of video games that you can purchase on for your computer, and you download them and everything else. Anyway, they're having a, I'm just looking out for the innocent pencils. That was good. He's watching you quietly buffing at the screen. He knows your voice. Oh, hi, Migsy. But they're having their winter sale right now, and so you can get a really good deal on a lot of games. So in between finding times for our sanity, I went ahead and got, because it was like $5, this little game called Starbound. And so Steve actually got it today, so I think we're going to try and play it together. But it's like brand new. I know nothing about it. Thankfully, I have gamer friends who do know about it. So I've been pestering them with all kinds of questions. Right? Yeah, no, and I'm down with that. Okay, I almost placed it over that, but I don't want blue on top of that little streak. I want to make sure that I can put lavender there. Yes, sort of. So here, let me see if I can get in any closer. All right, so I have this grayed lavender circle, and then I have this sky blue light circle. I'm not pressing very hard. I'm going very light. You can always darken it up later. But although some circles are overlapping, I'm not making them so that they're see-through. So the blue line stops when it meets this grayed lavender. So I'm just coloring it to the end. I am not overlapping it. I mean, you definitely could, but for this one, this was the way I was just like, yeah, this works. All right, so let's do a blue one over here. Yeah, of course. No, ask away. I love questions. So I finished, guys, remember I was talking about that Audible sale that happened. Well, I got like the whole series of the Hunger Games books because I was always curious. People always talked about the comparison between the movie and the book. Oh, thanks. I got this one at the Renaissance Festival. At the Renfest. It was great. Hi, Carol. How are you? Circle maker, but no space between circle and maker. I'm telling you, I just need to change it to exclamation point circle. It'd be so much easier. Here, I'll pop that so that the right one comes up here. In case she's behind a little bit. There we go. That should be it. But so when they had that sale, I got a ridiculous amount of books for a ridiculously good price. And I went ahead and got the Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes, which is kind of like the prequel to Hunger Games. And then I got the other Hunger Games books. It was really interesting because when I saw the movie, if you're at the scene where Katniss is like starving and she's behind the bakery, and so Peeta like throws some loaf of breads that he, you know, purposely burnt and everything, and people are really upset saying, oh, she should have been, you know, much thinner because she was starving. What they're not mentioning is that she was also like 12 years old when that happened. So it's just like, there's going to be some discrepancy. But I'll tell you, I have never read a book where, like, as in this case, I saw the movie first, and I'm going to tell you, it was so accurate. Like, there were lines in the movie that are straight out of the book. Obviously, there are some characters that we meet in the book that aren't in the movie, but the way that the movie made it work, because obviously, you know, they have to limit how many people they can hire on the show. They were able to make it work for them. So I have to say, I'm actually really pleased with how accurate. I think I kind of wished maybe casting had been a little bit different for PETA, but it still worked. When we moved, I packed my pencils and towels too, and I found the box. One side was totally caved in. Oh goodness, yeah. Well, and the ones that are like my pencil sets, because in the drawers behind me, do I have many pencils? I have some blender pencils, but it's mostly markers and pens. But even still, I need things to not be moved around, because if we know gravity for anything, if something, you know, flies really strongly, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because I'm missing. If something flies really strongly, it could like force that box open. So if I can make it so things aren't gonna move around, it'll be a lot less likely to snap the tape on it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the gray-green light, and I know it looks really light right now, but trust me, this is what it'll look like when we're all done. Yes, right? Oh my gosh. We have bubble wrap, and I'm probably, honestly, gonna use the bubble wrap on those pencils. I know this looks so super bright, but as long as you can see it, it'll work. Let's see, I wanna make sure that we are, I know the camera's moving a bit. I just wanna make sure we're fully in focus here. You can just see how grubby the back of my paper is after coloring the whole thing. Okay, so here, we're gonna sharpen this just real quick so I have a nice fine point. Right, oh my gosh. I think I got, how many books did I get? I spent less than $40, and I think I got like 15 books. Like all, except for Return of the King, all of the Lord of the Rings books were like $2.50. I'm like, are you serious? Heck yes, I'm gonna do it. So I have gone through most of the series that I've got now, and I have Six of Crows still to listen to. I have some obscure books that were really inexpensive that I hadn't really heard of before. But I have those to listen to. And then right now I am going through all of the Harry Potter books. I've seen the movies, loved the books as a kid, but I have not read the books since they came out. I started reading them for the first time when I was in 8th grade. I'm 37 now, so that gives you any math. When I was in 8th grade, and then I read the books as they were released, but I never read them again. So let's see, let's do this one here, yeah. So you'll see I'm overlapping, well, maybe you'll see, I don't know, it's hard to see. Okay, there's a sky blue light here and the grade violet. Again, it's hard to see, but it's going to darken up. So I'm creating another overlapping circle, but I'm only filling in around it. I'm not overlapping it. I don't know, as maybe. Yeah, so no, the paper's completely grubby. It's so grubby. Like I had to erase it at some point. It looks down here. Oh, you want to hear something funny? Okay, so I have this piece of wood. Okay, I have this piece of wood under here. This is what I keep a lot of my, you know, it's just, I don't want to glare from the light, and my cutting mat was getting too grubby. And so I had this, and I was so frustrated thinking, oh, I'm going to need to sand it again because it had all these pencil flecks. You know what I did the other day? I used this. I was just dinking around. There's this old pink eraser that I got with the kids' school supplies was left over. And like, I erased the marks and it worked, and why it didn't dawn on me to erase the pencil marks on the wood. I don't even know, but it worked. It looks so nice now. Oh my God. Unfortunately, it's not, Patty. Unfortunately, it's not. It was, gosh, how long ago was it? It was last month, I think. I posted about it in Discord. There's a book, I don't know, Discord's not super busy, but on the occasion that there's a ridiculously good sale, like in the book club tab. That's book club tab. That's where I put it. We moved from Arizona back to Texas a few years ago, and I had to drive out with 6 cats, and all my pencils came with me in the front seat too. No way was I putting them on the truck. Right? Hi, Maylin. Well, most of my pencils I think will be okay because they all live in these zipper cases. Honestly, the biggest thing that Steve and I are concerned about is our computers. We don't, I don't think we have any of the original boxes from the computers. All right, we're gonna do one little one down here. Might do a couple more. So what I think we're gonna do is the computers will be the very last thing that we pull together. And actually, when we drive down there, because Steve is gonna be driving the moving truck, I'll be driving with the kids in the car. We're gonna wait and then pack our computers like really, really well, and then like put them in the trunk of the car, just because like I don't trust them to be in that truck. All right, sky blue light, and my computer is sort of my livelihood. So any of this really precious stuff that I wouldn't trust the movers with, absolutely goes in the car. Right, Sarah? Yes, I did those ones too. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I was actually looking, over the years, since I have, sorry, I was getting distracted just playing with it. It's this thing, it's also very, very fidgety. Since I got Audible, I think I have 95 titles. Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. I'm planning, so we'll have the cats with us when we make the move. I've had their carriers sitting out so they can kind of check them out and everything. So I don't know that I'll be able to put them up front, but what I'm thinking I'm going to do is we will put nothing else next to them, or I did that one a little bit too dark. Nothing else next to them, or I don't know. We're just blankets, bubble wrap, you name it. We'll be taking all said precautions. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit better. All right, so now we have all of our circles kind of sketched in where we want to hear. Oh, nice. Well, see, and for me, I have been trying to sit down and read. I have Tress of the Emerald Sea on the Kindle app on my phone. And then I also have, let's see, which one is it? It's a Brandon Sanderson kind of, I don't know if it's a novella, but it's short. It's this one here, The Emperor's Soul. I love Brandon Sanderson. But this is as far as I've gotten, and it's been in my bag. I read it when, I don't know, I'm not even a quarter of the way in. I have such a hard time sitting down and reading. So when I say read, oh my gosh, do I rely on Audible so much? Like, otherwise I wouldn't. But it's nice because I find that I'm watching TV a lot less when I'm getting things done, and I'm almost more productive because I'm just listening. I think if I was reading something or like for work, I had to type something, but for drawing, I can just kind of zone out and listen to it. Like, it's great. Okay, so I made the mistake of reading books 1 and 2 between the Fellowship, Two Towers. I was disappointed. Oh no. When I moved to Las Vegas, we rented a U-Haul, and going down the pass, we lost our Maylin, no. Well, I mean, clearly you're okay because you're here, but what happened? I don't know if you have a Harbor Freight near you. They sell smaller movers blankets, which are great for protecting computers. We have a bunch of blankets. I think we'll just set them aside. Listening while I color, put her. Yes, exactly. Cooking, chores, all the stuff. I use Kindle text-to-speech for most books because they're advanced review copies advanced review copies. Love it. Library audiobooks because I'm always working on Jigsaw puzzles. Oh, nice. Puzzling. I guess they don't sell them anymore. And I might have packed them away already. At some point, remind me when I'm settled. I'm trying to check and see. Yeah, I think I packed them. I have a bunch of Johanna Basford puzzles. That's now. Well, I mean, when you think about the money spent on them, I'm like, thank God for those free credits. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh gosh. Okay, so wait, before I get into the next story, because I'm gonna, all right. So we've got all of our light colors mapped in. Now we're gonna pick our 3 darker colors, and we're gonna have jade green, Mediterranean blue, and lavender. And we're gonna start to map in kind of these colors that are in between. Now we're gonna do a few layers to get everything as dark as we want, but we're gonna go slow. I'm gonna meaning to join that book chat. Yes, absolutely. So Discord, you can type in exclamation point Discord. I probably should make an effort to talk more about the books. There was this video that I came across on Instagram. It was something about our significant others and how they get the unsolicited book reviews they didn't ask for. Without realizing it, I totally caught myself like telling Steve all about like Ballad of Songbird Snakes and all of that. He's only seen one of the Hunger Games movies. Like, he's just like, okay, cool. And I'm almost like, right, my bad. Do you use Libby? I do not. What's Libby? Oh, wait, is that like that audiobook that you can link to your public library? It's a bobbin. That you can link, not link. No, it is link. You can use through your public library. Right, a little bit. Well, unfortunately, I love them too much, and I can't pass because they're out of print now. They're out of print, and the funny thing is I had almost all of them except the Lost Ocean puzzle, which I had actually given to my mother as a gift. Okay, so I'm going around. I have that green one there, but I'm using the lavender to cover up the scratches. But they downsized on a lot of their things because they've moved to smaller houses and everything. And she's just like, I love this. I put it together, but it's not practical for me to keep it anymore. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it back. So when she comes to visit me this year, she's bringing the last puzzle that I need for the collection. And yeah, I was surprised they didn't do any more runs of it, but I absolutely love them so much. They're so good. I've put them all together at least once, but so much so that because we all know how much I love Johanna Basford, I actually made myself a Johanna Basford themed puzzle table where I got it the right size that it was a big board, but then I added like a little wood lip on it so the puzzle pieces wouldn't slide off, and it's got these legs that kind of flip out. And then I don't want to put lavender here. That's right next to the red. I wood burned a Johanna Basford like design into it. Scary when we got to the side of the road. I got out of the car into a car behind and drove the rest away. Yeah. Could do audiobooks for trips over 2 hours. See, I just do audiobooks like all the time. I'm out and about running errands. It's like either that or the radio because like I'm too distracted to like pull up Amazon Music. I'm like, no, it's fine. I mean, if the kids are in the car and I'm listening to like The Way of Kings and they're like in a war, I'm like, probably shouldn't let the kids listen to that one. But like I'm listening to Harry Potter right now on the trip to when we move. I'm probably going to put that on in the car for them. So I'm just kind of sporadically going around in sections. I am not coloring right to the circles. I'm leaving some space around it. And trust me, we're going to build up the colors. It's just really light right now. Almost 450 jigsaw puzzles, and I'm almost finished with my, oh no, that heart covered it up. 148th puzzle this year? Oh my gosh, puzzling. Do you have, like, obviously I can see your name here, but is that tied to a YouTube channel where you put up like any videos or anything? Or do you have like a social media, like an Instagram or a TikTok where you post about your puzzles? I do love puzzles. There's something so just like relaxing about them. All right, now I'm gonna grab the Mediterranean blue. I am just gonna be switching back and forth between the lavender, the jade green, and the Mediterranean blue. Oh, perfect, okay. All right, I'm gonna write down, because oh no, I can click it. Because it's my channel, so I can click it. Let's see. Oh no, wait, it won't. Oh wait, what about the three dots? Will it let me? No. Okay, I'm gonna write down your name and I'll go check it out. Okay, because this is the high-tech way. Leo file, because if I don't write it down on the sticky note, I will forget it by the time we're done. Like, I fully admit my capacity to remember things is a little questionable. All right, so Mediterranean blue. But yeah, so I'll have the full set of the Johanna Basford puzzles. I'm just so glad that I had like the foresight to get them because they sold them like through Target and they weren't all that expensive. So I got those ones, and yeah, they're part of my pride collection. But that's impressive. See, my mom loves puzzles too, which is why I got her the Johanna Basford puzzle. All right, let's use a little bit of jade green. See, you'll kind of start to see the shapes pop out a little bit more when we start to kind of go around them. I was up in the middle of the night, popped on Facebook, and somebody was selling a set of Little House on the Prairie puzzles, and I was able to buy them at 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. What's your preferred, what is your preferred platform for purchasing puzzles? And for purchasing puzzles secondhand, I'm assuming they have to disclose if there's any like missing pieces, right? And if that's the case, and they disclose it, like say you got the Little House on the Prairie, they're like, okay, so I have this puzzle all except for like two pieces. Do you still purchase it just knowing that there'll be like a piece missing? Or what's the puzzle protocol on missing pieces and reselling puzzles? I think I have a puzzle like that I haven't finished. My issue is the table space that it takes. I have my little puzzle table, yeah, but I have kids and cats, and if I don't finish it like within a week, like it ends up all over the place. Okay, we're gonna go in between these two just a little bit. I wanna make sure that we get part of this section done. So I'm probably not gonna go out too far because I wanna make sure that you guys can see plenty of how it builds up. Mostly Amazon or brand websites, but I'm on a buy, sell, trade book on Facebook, and about 5% of my puzzles come. Oh, that's cool. Our old family cottage when I was a kid had plywood walls and no TV. Every summer we would work on puzzles on rainy days and we would glue them to Bristol board paper to be our art. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's awesome. Like we have some friends who like to buy used games. I forget what it is, but there's like, they really love board games. And so there's this website where they go where people will buy a board game, play it, and then put it up. Like it's a board game swap almost, because a lot of times, you know, sometimes you don't play a game a second time or whatever else. And so they swap it out so they can continue to try more games. Ah, thanks, Emily. I've done it a long time, right? I feel like it's got a lot in common with diamond painting, except, you know, it's less permanent. I guess it not permanent if you do that. There was this woman I saw on YouTube once where she did like the world's largest puzzles, and she had to do it in sections, and I think she hung it up on her wall, but still, it was like really impressive. I was like, oh, I do not have that kind of patience, man. I mean, granted, I've got like the attention span of a goldfish, so that could also be why, but still, no, there's something about puzzles I really love. Dang it, it's all taped up in the box. If I didn't have, this is what happens when you move. Can't get to the things you, funny thing is it's the same thing happened with the kids. Little Steve had packed a box and they watched Star Wars for the first time, and he got excited about it's their phaser guns. I don't know, I call them laser guns, but Steve will correct me if I call them a laser gun. Anyway, he has a laser tag gun that somebody got him for his birthday, and he wanted to get that. I was like, I'm sorry, honey, it's already packed up and taped. It's like, no. Too addicted to puzzle as well. But you know, that's what it is though. Like we go through phases of things that we have interest in. I honestly haven't picked up any diamond paintings because I just haven't had time, especially with the move and anything else. But I have one I've been working on for a couple years now. I'll finish it someday. When I made 1,500 kilometer move with my kids and dog truck, broke down in the Rockies. The only U-Haul available was a huge 5-ton moving van. So 4'10", me climbed in and drove it over 700 kilometers. Oh my gosh. Right, Sarah? Okay, so when Steve and I were moving down to Texas, we were driving from all the way up north. It was a trip that should have taken us only 3 days. It should have only taken us 3 days. It took us 5. Part of the reason is, thankfully, if you're familiar with like Highway 101 and all of that down there, there is a mountain range called the Siskiyous that when you are headed down south, where we were coming from, you go through that. And if you see me coloring with green, it's the jade green, Mediterranean blue. I'm not using any other colors other than that. Anyway, right before the Siskiyous, we were in, oh, I can't remember the name of the town, but basically his radiator on the truck blew, and the truck is what was pulling our U-Haul. Because at the time we were young, we didn't have, you know, all that much stuff. We didn't have kids yet, not a ton of furniture, but his radiator blew, thankfully, before we hit the Siskiyous. But it was a Sunday, and we had to find someplace that could fix it. Like we couldn't just abandon the truck, otherwise we would have had to abandon all of our stuff. And so, whew, yeah, that's a good chunk. It's a really good chunk. Stuart McLean, Vino Cafe, totally safe for kids. You laugh till tears. Toilet training the cat. Or Dave Cooks did the turkey. I'll have to remember that one. But yeah, so the radiator blew and it was just so super stressful. Thankfully, we were able to find a Sears. They had a mechanic that was open and what was that? But anyway, so we found somebody and we had the cats with us at the time. So we went to a local park because they had to have the truck and we had AC in the car, but we didn't want to leave the cats cooped up in the car for ages. So we went to a park, I think we might've gotten some food or something. We brought the cats out in the cat carrier. We didn't want to let them loose in case they, because they were kind of freaked out by everything, but we didn't want to leave them sitting in the car either. So we took the carriers, took them to a park, and we just chilled there while we waited for them to fix it.
Also, they're blasters.
Oh my God.
Lasers.
They're laser guns.
Because they're compressed gas.
Who even knows that? Do they explain that in the movies? Oh my gosh. See, there you go. I told you he'd correct me. Only a lot of time within a 200-mile radius. Oh, I got you. All right, so Mediterranean blue. But yeah, so that happened. And then, so we were driving down to Texas, obviously, because that's where we're at. We had to drive through Arizona, which I'm just going to tell you, when we got into Phoenix, it was 111 degrees out. Our truck does not have air conditioning. Hi, Mona. We've tried to get it fixed multiple times, but it's an older truck and it is what it is. So what we did on that move is we kind of reversed our schedule a little bit. And we would leave at like 1 o'clock in the morning, drive all night, and then stop driving by about 9 or 10 in the morning. And then we'd sleep during the day and 9 or 10, I don't know. We drove a while and we would sleep during the day. That's how we beat the heat for the trip. So of course, Steve was already like super warm because he was driving the truck, but because I had the cats, I had to drive the air conditioned car with the cats. So of course he's feeling it so much more than me. And so we hit the Arizona desert. I forget where it was in between, but basically it was in the middle of nowhere. And this is why I'll always recommend U-Haul too. So it was in the middle of nowhere and the U-Haul blew a tire. The closest thing to us was a Flying J, maybe about 4 or 5 miles down the road. So just as a side note, right now I'm building up the colors. I'm kind of blending them into one another. I think I could zoom in a little bit more. Blending them into one another and we're gonna slowly make it darker. But the tire on the U-Haul blew. And so we called U-Haul and we said, hey, we blew a tire. Like, what can we do to fix this? The closest guy couldn't be there for another hour. Now, the car at the time did not have that strong of an AC if it was just idling because, hello, young couple, you do with what you work, or work with what you have. Yeah, do with what you work with what you have. Anyway, so we could not sit there again because we had the cats. We didn't want them getting overheated. We couldn't sit there on the side. And this was like a busy road. I mean, not much of a shoulder for us to park on. Like we kind of had to park in the gravel. And of course, semis are just whipping by. You can feel like the change in the air pressure practically when they go by. And so, like, I held it together pretty good for that trip. It was really stressful, the radiator. Like, the great thing about Steve and I is when something unbelievable happens and we have to go into, like, emergency mode, we kind of take turns in that sense. So for me, when it came to the radiator blowing before we hit the mountains, I was really calm, cool, collected. I helped him find, a mechanic, all what we needed. You headed to bed? All right, love you. Get some sleep.
Hi, chat.
You want to say goodbye to them for 3 weeks?
Yeah, see you in 2024, chat.
Is little Steve coming in?
He'll be in a little.
Okay, sounds good. But yeah, so we kind of take turns. So everybody saying goodnight and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Chad.
But yeah, so I, had kept calm, cool, collected, got it all together for when we needed to fix the radiator. Well, I was the whole thing was just so stressful. Okay, the tire blows. Well, we'll be back soon, I promise. And so it blows, and here's the thing is because it was dangerous, come in. All right. Love you, buddy. Get some sleep. Are you gonna change into jammies? Okay. All right, go get ready for bed. You say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
All right, shut the door on your way out. So yeah, we couldn't sit on the shoulder of the road because it was too unsafe. It was gonna get too hot. So we drove down the road for 5 miles. But here's the thing, the U-Haul had a blown tire, so it had to stay there. So my melting point here, I said heart melting, and then I put melting in my, basically my meltdown point was the fact that we had to leave our entire U-Haul, all of our belongings on the side of the road unprotected. Like we just had to pull the truck over, lock everything up, cross our fingers, and hope for the best. And we had to leave it there for an hour, basically completely abandoned all of our things, leave it parked on the side of the road. There was maybe 3 or 4 feet like from where the rest of the road was. We had no other choice. We had to wait. We couldn't unhook. I forget what the reason is, like why we couldn't unhook it or whatever reason. Anyway, the point is we had to just leave it abandoned on the side of the road, drive down to the Flying J where they've got AC and shade and everything else. And that right there, that was like my breaking point. I think I like burst into tears and I was like, eh. But in that one, Steve was really level-headed and it was great. Anyway, so that hour passed, the guy calls us, he shows up, he replaces the tire, we get back on the road, and that was the last hiccup we had for the remainder of the trip. But oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, that was not a trip that I relished making again. Thankfully, this time around, we're not moving quite as far as, an entire other side of the country. Exactly, Josephine, exactly. And I had to leave all of our stuff like there. I'm like, how old were we at the time? Gosh, it was early 20s. Anyway, needless to say, it all turned out okay. U-Haul, it was still impressive that U-Haul came out and it was even still an hour. Because when I say we were in the middle of nowhere, I mean the middle of nowhere. Like smack dab middle of the Arizona desert. Like, and you guys all know how hot Arizona can get. Okay, I'm at the point now where I'm starting to darken it up a little bit. And then for this kind of buffer area that I've created, we're going to use our lighter color. And that is the space that we're going to use to blend our darker color to our lighter color. So we're going to darken this up just a little bit, and then we're going to go in with our lighter color. So yeah, but we have a much better vehicle this time around. And yeah, we're going to have the U-Haul truck, and it should all go much better this time. And it's not quite as far. Thanks, Don. It's not quite as far, but this time next month, we will be sitting in a much different location. I'll have a different office and it'll be good, but I will be excited to get it all over and done with. Oh, right, Josephine? Absolutely. I cannot even imagine if we had to make that move with kids. Oh my gosh. Thankfully though, we stayed at like Motel 6s all the way, Motel 8s, because they allow pets and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to stay overnight there. But yeah, so be gone for 3 weeks. Everything will be resituated by the time I come back. I can't wait to get the new place set up. Like I said, I want to set it up a little bit more intentional, I guess is the word I keep trying to think of. I feel like I need more lavender. Like we could put a little bit there. But yeah, so for now, we're getting what packing we can get done. And then we also want to, calm things down just a little bit for the holidays and enjoy Christmas still and everything. But I did get presents read. Okay, so Steve and little Steve, they have seen it, but I have not. I've seen video and pictures. And I mean, I trust Steve. You know, if he says it's a good place, I'm going to say that it's a good place. So no, it's not completely sight unseen. But little Emily and I have not actually been there. But it's a brand new build. It's a brand new build. We're the first ones to have lived in there. So, oh, see, my first move was the opposite, Pacific Northwest, Texas. Yeah. Right? Yes, that was us exactly. I think the most questionable one we stayed at, oh, where was it? It was, oh gosh, it was in West Texas. It was, Steve, if you're listening, what was the name of that small town in West Texas with the questionable hotel? Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, it was super tiny. And it was just like, we're like, yeah, we're only gonna stay here one night. Just bring our own pillows. Right, Josephine? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I am gonna use our lighter colors now. I was thinking Bastrop, but that's in Texas. That's Central Texas. That's not right. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Anyway, it was West Texas, teeny tiny little place. Was not super impressed. I think we got Subway when we were there, and the workers there were all questionable. And I'm like, oh boy, if we make it out of this town without in one piece, we'll be doing good. Maybe I don't want to say what the name is. Somebody's going to be like from there and then come and chat, and they're going to be really offended that I was grossed out by their town. All right, gray, green light. When you frank and glue your pens, can you sharpen them down to the part past the glue? And yes, I used to be major colors. Yeah, actually, let's see. Okay, so this one is obviously getting close. Let's see. I have one that I have sharpened down pretty close already. I think it might be in the case, but yes, you can. I can't talk. Despite the fact that there's glue, you don't really notice it much. So I haven't had any issues, but yeah, you just sharpen past the glue. And do I still have it out? Don't touch that cord, Emily. Your camera's gonna freeze again. Bump my leg on it. I think I just used Gorilla Glue, but it was the gel super glue. Right? Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta like suck it up, and it's like, oh, this place might have been rented by the hour. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do the sky blue light. We're gonna fill in that buffer space. Okay, then let's grab our grade lavender. But yeah, it'll all be good. Resuming coloring sometime in 2024. I have hundreds of coloring books and dozens of pencil sets and markers and everything in between. Oh, I love that. Don't you just love that? The kids always really enjoy my office because they say it's like a little Hobby Lobby. But I'm telling you, like, it's probably a good thing I haven't fully packed up my office because, like, I mean, as it is, like, I wanted to grab the puzzles. Where are they? Taped up in a box. That's like when we moved from Arizona back to Texas. I flew out here, looked, and bought our house without my husband. He only saw pictures I sent him and didn't see. Yes, see, that's exactly it. All right, so sky blue light. Yeah, so I trust Steve's opinion, and little Steve was pretty excited about it. This one, of all the ones they saw, this one was their favorite, so I call that a win. And it makes me feel comfortable that it's a new build. I have this deep-seated fear, wherever it came from, I don't know, but like we'll move into a place and it'll be like bugs or something, and I'm just like, I refuse. So yes, I try to look for newer builds whenever we move. Sounds good, Patty. Enjoy your dinner. Let's see, green, not gray green, grade lavender. Oh, also that, yes. That's a funny thing. There was a house that we were looking at that it had been on the market for a little bit. It was built in the 90s. It was a beautiful house, loads of square footage. Like, it was really almost a too good to be true kind of thing. Beautiful French doors, like, it was wonderful. But I was like, I was telling Steve, I was like, you know, it really shouldn't be this low a price. Like, should we be concerned? Like, was anybody killed in the house? I Like what kind of, because I had tried to ask the realtor, like, okay, well here, this, you know, we're looking for this, this, and this. Can you tell me a little bit more about the history of the house? And they answered everything except that. They wouldn't tell me the history of the house. And I'm like, oh yeah, someone died there. It's like, why won't you tell me what the history of the house is? Like, if I'm going to sleep here, have my children live here, I would like to know what it is. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Sam. But yeah, this place was just, it ticked all the boxes. So I'm really excited. Okay, so we've added in the little bit extra. Now we're gonna go back to our darker colors and we're gonna start to blend those two colors together. So let's grab our lavender and our Mediterranean blue. But yeah, so it's gonna be good, but I think it's good that we took some time off because I'm gonna need time to get the computer and all of the other stuff set up and everything. So by the time I'm back, you know, like this place, it took us a little bit to figure out like the audio so that it didn't sound all echoey. So there may be, you know, a few hiccups at the beginning, but it shouldn't take me long to get it all set up. And childhood house is dead built and past. When I'm home alone, I always hear, oh, no, 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 no. I'd be like, nope, that's a big nope sandwich with extra nope sauce for me. Nope, 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 nope. Sounds good, Don. Have a wonderful Christmas. I will see you in 3 weeks. But yeah, no, I'm all good. I don't know. And yeah, for before we started, you know, living in houses, we always lived in apartments, and it was always better if I didn't think about how many people probably lived here before us. But because it also is a new build, we're gonna be setting some ground rules at home for, you know, treating the house with kid gloves, you know? Yep, exactly. Extra nope sauce. Nope sandwich with extra nope sauce. So I'm just alternating the darker colors while we slowly blend in to where everything is touching. See my dad. Wait, your dad is here in your parents' house? Wait, what does that mean? Hi, Kara. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, well, we're just going through kind of step by step right now. We are darkening the colors up and working on blending the lighter circles with the darker circles. Oh, no, 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 no. Is fire an option in those cases? Or do you think that would just make ghosts angry? I don't know, man. I can't. I don't really, like, I don't know. I never put too much thought in paranormal, but I mean, if I leave a room and then I walk back in immediately and all the doors are open, I'm like, yep, yeah, nope, nope, not doing that one. Mm-mm. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of the lavender. It's like you go in, you walk back in, and all the chairs are stacked on top of the table. You're like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, but now that's kind of sweet. Aw, okay. Oh man, but yeah, needless to say, we're excited for it being a new build. Because theoretically, you know, there shouldn't be much wrong with it either. Yeah, there were a few things, like we struggled a little bit with the heating and cooling in this place, but it's just because when they built it, they definitely cut some corners. But, you know, the company fixed it and everything. Oh my gosh. I told her she was welcome, but she had to do the laundry. Oh my gosh. Allison, but wait, what if you like came home one day and all of the laundry was folded neatly on your bed? You'd be like, oh, so you took me up on it. Sweet. Free laundry. Oh my gosh. I think mostly I'm just, I want to make through the move, you know, with the cats and everything. I think it's definitely going to stress them out, but we tried that feel away when we moved here and it was kind of an As an old homestead, we found it. What? Oh. Thanks, Mom. Now do the dishes. Yeah, I'll steer clear of that one. Okay, so I want to make this blue one stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to use this lavender kind of around the edge, just a bit of the gray lavender one. And the same thing with the blue. So let's do a little bit. I'm not pressing that hard, but I just want to make sure that I'm differentiating between the two, or, you know, between the colors and the different circles and such. Okay, jade green. Let's carry on the conversation. There you go. See, I think it's like ever since I saw The Sixth Sense, like that's what immediately pops into my head. I'm like, oh, that's awesome nightmare fuel. Thanks, Bruce Willis. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go in with our light colors now and let's fine tune some of these edges a little bit, because if I were to use the blender on this right now, it would look a little rough. But then that's where we're gonna go in with the white Prismacolor to kind of smooth everything out a little bit. So you can see it's getting a little bit darker here. Like this is what we're getting it to. This is what it is right now. So we're getting there, we're getting closer. Right? Okay, but I saw that when I was like 13. I think I've mentioned it before. When I was in 8th grade, we had earned enough points to see a movie and have pizza, and everybody voted for The Sixth Sense. Oh my gosh, there weren't even permission slips sent home. I mean, yes, we were all 13, but oh my gosh, like, my mother was not thrilled. Well, yeah, but no, I have never seen it again since that one time, and it freaking scarred me, man. No, I can't. Yeah, Josephine, you can imagine how thrilled my mom was. So thrilled. I mean, this was in the late 90s, but still, if that went down these days, whoo-wee. Yeah, like we weren't even in high school. It was 8th grade. Are you kidding me? Like, I probably would have enjoyed a good episode of My Little Pony. Like, I'm just saying. A foot chair in the ditch. Obviously, someone lost a truck, so I picked it up, brought it, put it in my garage so I could clean it. Oh, wait, is there more to this? Ooh, also, you're braver than me. Like, furniture, I'm just assuming that it's like... See, again, I have this ridiculously strong fear of insects, and so, like, I would see that and be like, nope, bugs. 100% bugs. Can't do it. Nope, not at all. Where's that nope sandwich with the extra nope sauce? Like, that is too much. I bought a desk on Craigslist, having never seen, I don't even want to say it, the horrible C word, the kind that, oof, can't even say it. You know what I mean, okay? I'd never really seen those before. And I'd caught the desk, put it in the truck, got back, realized what it was, and I told Steve, I was like, I will eat the money that I spent on this, just take it directly to the dumpster. Nope. Yeah, and hi, Marcy. The ones that could probably survive a nuclear apocalypse. Yes. No, I cannot handle it at all. The idea that I was this close to bringing that thing into my home? Oh. Okay, I'm fine now. I'm not fine, but still. Oh, that terrifies me. No way. Absolutely not. They are. Oof. No. Why? Like, I understand that there's a lot of things, a lot of insects that have a purpose. You know, like spiders. They help keep the insect population down. Bees and butterflies, they help to pollinate. Those insects have no purpose aside from bird food. But you know what? That's what crickets are for. Have no purpose. Except just to be horrifying. I cannot and will not abide them. I just... hard pass. Hard pass. I know it seems like we're working on a lot of the same stuff, but when you're doing this kind of soft background, you have to take the time to build it up. Probably not a bad idea, Ev. Oh, well, either way, I'm excited. I'm still apprehensive, you know, and I think part of it is just there's so much to do. So I think I'll feel better once we're there and we're settled, you know, get past Christmas and everything. Because I also don't want to just like have the kids surrounded by cardboard boxes on Christmas morning, you know, like I want it to feel, you know, Christmas is supposed to be cozy. I want it to be cozy, not, you know, surrounded by boxes cozy. So that is the plan. We're going to pack lightly over the next couple of days and then, you know, have our Christmas dinner and everything. And when Christmas is over, boom, the tree goes down, the decorations get packed up. We're gonna pack like our lives depend on it. No, that's fair. I like that. So yeah, I'll be excited to just get with the transition. And Steve has already started his job. He's been working remotely, and just I can tell by the tone of his voice, like in his meetings, because again, he's been working remotely, so I can hear him when he's in his meetings, and he just sounds happy. I know he's excited about it, so it's gonna be good all around. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead. It's gonna look rough. It's not done yet, but what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna use our blender because I want to darken this up to see how close to this other side. There we go. This other side that we are. We're gonna darken it up, then we're gonna put more layers, and then we're gonna smooth it all out with the white, okay? So I am using my Caran d'Ache blender. If you do not have the Caran d'Ache, then I recommend just going straight to white because none of the other blenders are really gonna kind of smush things together the same way that these ones are. I mean, maybe if you have like a marker blender, that could work. Look at this itty bitty little blender. It's got a rounded bottom, so if I was to glue this to anything, I would need to like sand it. Right? Yes, it's gonna be so good. Absolutely, absolutely, F. Yeah, I'm really excited to see him just thrive with this. He's earned it. He's worked really hard. It's just, yeah, it's time. It's time, it's time. It's nice to see his hard work be appreciated, you know? Yep, nope. Nobody, nope, 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 nope. I did not realize that I had any kind of phobia of anything till we moved to Texas. Then I was like, yeah, nope, not happening. Nope, nope, I literally freeze. I literally freeze. Okay, so you can see that it's darkening up a little bit, but there's also going to be things that we can see like, okay, well, clearly this part needs to be smoothed out a little bit. This part needs to be blended a little bit more. And once we've used the blender then, now I wouldn't recommend using the blender on blank paper because it will leave a kind of glossy residue on top that'll make it really hard for you to add your colors. But since we already have color on here, it's okay. Now I'm not going right to the edge either because we're only doing this section of the background today because I won't have time to do the whole thing and I want to make sure we get this through. And then we'll do like our fade up over here on the left side. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's sweet, Maylin. Bugs up here, but we have snakes. Yeah, see, Pacific Northwest, those bugs don't exist up there because it's too cold. Because it's too cold. So I had never experienced them before. So I was like, oh, that's what they are. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so we've got a lot of lavender here. We're gonna make sure and smooth that out, but we need to darken this up a little bit and kind of even it out. Oh, I love that. Right? Yes, exactly. Like we knew it was going to be chaotic because we even thought about like having our move-in date like be on the 1st, but to do that, or even before, to do that, we would have had to, yeah, it would have been a big time crunch. And so like initially I was like, oh man, we're not going to be able to decorate for Christmas and like all of that. But Steve was like, no, 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 we're going to do it. I was just like, okay, that works much better for the timetable. So we're able to have a Christmas here with all the decorations all month long. And then right after Christmas, plus I'm not a person that likes to leave decorations up for any long period of time after Christmas. Usually once Christmas is over, I'm like, and it's gone. But we'll kind of have a good reason for it now, just because we need to get things packed up and done. Second house to rebuild. I never see. Oh, yeah, no, that's just fire. Kill it with fire. I have a friend who purchased a home and discovered after they purchased it that that was an issue. And that is just nightmare fuel. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Feel free to revisit it too. I mean, I know a lot of people are kind of intimidated by bokeh backgrounds. And I'm like, mine is not the end-all, catch-all of the best bokeh background out there. Can I kind of get the effect? Absolutely. So I just keep rolling with it. You're good. It's all about, kind of mapping it out and then not going in right away with super hard layers. Allow yourself the time to build your layers up and blend them together. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely prefer new builds. Yeah, spiders are a big thing in Oregon, for sure. But oddly enough, they don't bother me. Hi, Sue, how are you? Thanks, Cheryl, I'm so glad. Come for the bokeh, stay for the bug chat. Okay, I apologize. All right. We're changing the subject. Oh, boy. Are you all also ready for Christmas, though? Got all the things? All the things are wrapped. I still need to wrap some of Steve's, but I do have them all. Little Emily made peanut butter cookies today. I kind of just supervised if she had questions. She's getting old enough that aside from me helping her put things in the oven, because she's still a little nervous about that, which I get, because can be a little nerve-wracking. Yeah, she pretty much did it all on her own. So Kim, nothing is wrapped. There you go, Cheryl. Yes, wrapped and ready, nice. All right, Ev. All right, I'm gonna use sky blue light. Now I'm starting to press a little bit harder so I can get a little bit more smooth edge for these colors. I had a gift for a friend. Her kiddo ended up getting sick and everything, so we did have to postpone for now. I'm hoping that we'll still get to see each other before we go, but just in case, I did have Steve drop off the gift I gave her today, so he dropped that off over there. I don't know, I didn't really do gifts for too many. I mean, I got the cards out to everybody, but no, I didn't do too many gifts that weren't, obviously parents and everything like that, but too many gifts that weren't like immediate family. Okay, let's do the gray-green light. Awesome, Sue. I'm also a little cognizant because since I glued it, I'm trying not to put too much pressure, like from the side of the pencil, because I don't want it to pop off. So on these ones where I'm pressing a little bit harder, I'm trying to hold the pencil so it's more up and down rather than side to side, mostly because I just don't want to snap it again. Oh, nice! What'd you get him? I love it, Blue. It was so funny. The kids were playing outside the other day, and there was a bee. So they were playing with water guns. Steve has this little bright green water gun. Well, there was this bee that landed on the water gun, and we thought, oh, that's cool. It's just because it's brightly colored. But he stayed on it for, it was like 45 minutes. He was on there for a really long time. So what I went ahead and do, I know you're not really supposed to make it a habit of feeding bees, but what I did is I just mixed up just a little bit of sugar water, put a couple drops on the gun. He came over and he ate. I keep saying gun. YouTube is gonna find me. It's a water gun. Anyway, but I put just the tiniest little bit of sugar water on the green part that he was laying on, and he went over and he drank it up, and then he flew off. And I was like, well, let's see, background. Are you doing the whole page this way or something else under the sleigh? So my plan is this part here is going to be a bulk of the design. And so let's see, what time is it? It's 9:19. Oh my gosh, we're already running out of time. We'll stay until we get to the faded part because I want to show you guys that. It's the last stream for 3 weeks. I want to make sure you guys have every piece you need. So what I want to do is we're going to have this middle band that has the concentration of most of the circles. And then on the top and lower part, I'm going to fade it out so that it's like by the time you get to here and here, it's essentially white. So what's going to happen is the circles are going to be more spaced out, and we're going to be using more white to blend the edge. So like I said, the bulk of the color in the middle and then much lighter on the edge. So that's the thing. So no like snow on the bottom or anything. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. But enough to give you that kind of like perk up of like, oh, okay, that's pretty kind of thing. A little something. Don't you love that when like there's some mystery something behind it and then it leaves a texture? Okay, we'll smooth it out with the white. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I don't want to do the entire thing with bow because there's so much pattern here. I feel like it would really kind of take away from it. But by centering it to the middle, your eye is immediately drawn to the middle, and still this is kind of the main thing. You know, Jennifer, it's funny you say that about the colors. I really enjoy them too. So I am currently working on the stickers for the sticker club. And I had a realization. So I'm doing like pen pal themes. So like one of them has like a cluster of 3 letters and a flower. The mini sticker is going to be a stamp. I'm almost finished drawing a typewriter one. That's going to be one of the 3-inch. It's super pretty. But then I had a realization that I was like, oh no, I am doing the exact same color palette as the last sticker club. It's that kind of green, red, purple, blue kind of thing. And I was like, oh crud, I didn't even mean to. So I'm changing it up and I'm trying to make it a little bit more pastel, but I stayed up a little too late last night. I was in the zone and I realized when I get to the point in my artwork that I am making many mistakes back to back to back, I'm like, okay, it's time to shut off the brain and come and revisit this with fresh eyes. So although it'll be kind of this kind of color scheme, it's going to be hopefully more in the pastel range. I don't know. I'm really excited to finish all of them. The free coloring download for January is also going to be that. The plan for the coloring page for January is it's going to be a mailbox. And then on the mailbox, like one of the standard old-fashioned mailbox. And then on the bottom, I'll have like a cluster of flowers on the bottom of the mailbox. And they'll kind of go up around the... what are they usually held up by? Like not a 2x4, but you know, basically the pole that the mailbox is, it'll go around it. And then there'll be another cluster of flowers like on the top of it. It's going to be really pretty, but it's just a matter of, you know, getting it all done. Cause it's not like I didn't, you know, put entirely too much on my plate this month. But there's another reason why I'm giving myself 3 weeks to get it all done. All right, let me see. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Let's see, in general. Oh, that's cute. I won't put it on there only because it gets complicated trying to add the picture on it because I'm looking it up on the computer. But if you guys are in Discord, you should go look. That is so cool. That's gotta be like cups that were turned like on the lathe and then the little cardinals thing. Aw, I love unique gifts. That's so cool. Well done. In fact, I was joking with my gaming friends because Steam, like I mentioned, is having this sale on video games right now. So if you're a gamer at all, be sure to check out Steam's winter sale. So I had like some points that were added up to like about $5 or whatever. And so I got 2 games. I got the Starbound and Terraria because they're both just kind of cozy, easy games. And I don't want to bog down my computer with like 65 gigabits worth of games, which is why I don't actually have The Sims on my computer anymore. But anyway, because I had that little $5 bonus, and then that, I think all total for 2 games, I spent a little over $5. So yeah. So anyway, but I was joking with my gaming friends. I'm like, it's totally a perfect time to start playing a new game, right? And in the middle of a move, trying to make things all holly jolly. I couldn't have planned this any better. Perfect time to start playing a new game. I'm gonna tell you right now, folks, not the perfect time to start playing a new game at all. So it's like I want to sit and get into it, but in the back of my head, I know, Emily, you've got an ungodly amount of things to do. But that being said, we are trying to pace ourselves so that we can take a little bit of time for ourselves and we're not just complete and total psychopaths by the time this is done. Thanks, Kim. I'm just saying, I've clearly made better life choices at some point, but you know, I'm gonna say that it's for mental health's sake. That's all. All right, I'm gonna bring some blue over this lavender because I don't like that there's this line. I know I connected them because of the smudges on the page, but I'm gonna see, I'm gonna change that just a little bit. I think that'll still work. So yeah, totally makes sense. Full Christmas, giant move where you're moving everything you own. Perfect time to play a new video game where you'll totally not get sucked into it. Absolutely. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that makes more sense for the shape. Absolutely. Okay, I turned it brighter, but honestly, you're getting a better sense of how dark it is there. Okay, so let's go ahead and sweep it off. Now, I would keep going with it if I was working on more of it, but I'm trying to just do a section of it because, hello, it's 9:30 already, and I am not done yet. So I'm going to use my white Prismacolor. There was a little bit of color on the tip of it, but now what we're going to do, and again, I'm going to be probably covering it more because I want to hold it up and down versus to the side because I'm getting to this part of the scene. But now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use the white to smooth it all out, and then if we need to redefine any other shapes, we can. So now I am just... You see how that kind of smooths out some of that texture? Like, okay, let's zoom in a little bit and I'll show you. Let's turn it, brightness up just a little bit. Okay, you see how we've got all of this texture here? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, in fact, I'll just do half of it so you can see. Okay, I'm pressing pretty hard. I'm gonna take the white. Yes, it does lighten it. It's white, it's going to do that, which is why after everything's smoothed out, you can always go back over with your colors again and kind of blend it in that way. Okay. Do you see the difference there? Yes, it's much lighter, but what it's doing is it's smoothing out the rest of that texture. Normally, the Caran d'Ache blender would take care of that, but I've made really light layers. Like, I'm not going as dark as I did on this present, right? So now we're just gonna take our white. We're gonna smooth out any of those edges. So like that little purple spot that kind of got funky, we're gonna smooth that out. Now I'm not going much higher because I haven't added much color, so we're gonna stick to the areas we've added color on. And then, and again, if you are wanting a darker background, feel free to go darker. My idea was I just wanted something nice and light. And of course it's helping to cover up that little mistake we made. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out. I know it just like, I feel like it doesn't look like much of anything, but I swear when it's done and you look at it as a whole, it looks really neat. Don't mind me while I sit here making excuses for coloring. That I probably don't need to be doing, but I'm self-conscious, okay? If I can audibly justify it, I feel better. So we still have a little bit of the smudge, but it's not nearly as noticeable as it was. Ah, thanks, Kim. Like if you've ever thought like, oh, she's got all her colors in her palette. If you think that I never stressed about the color palette or whether or not something wasn't gonna look like total trash, you would be wrong. It is a constant struggle. Constant. Not just about color, about everything. You know, I'm gonna pick this to wear today. Do I look like I'm trying to be 25? That's the question. Do I look it? Do I care? I don't know. The only time I have found that I've really cared about how I look is when I visit the kids' schools or go to hang out with other moms. Especially if those moms happen to be from like a wealthier neighborhood. You know, they've got all of their like flippin' Mercedes and their snazzy jeans that probably cost $500. And I'm like, I got my Walmart. My socks match today. You know, I'm lucky if my kids walk out of the house with matching socks. You think that when you're not in high school, you wouldn't think about that anymore. But yeah, welcome to mom group. Hi, Kara. Actually, most of our kids are grown up now. So, well, not grown up, but you know, we don't do a ton of the play dates anymore. They are pretty good. I love Walmart jeans. You kidding me? As long as they fit and you know, nothing's poking out where it shouldn't be, I'm good. You're all good, Kara. Okay, do you see how that looks a little bit more smooth? Not quite as dark as the one over here, and we're gonna darken it up just a little bit more. So what we're gonna do, rather than lighten it, right? Seriously. Actually, I probably get my jeans more at Target than anything else. My issue is, and we touched on it a little bit, I put, because of the medicine and the stuff I have going on, I put on a lot of weight in the last year very quickly. A lot for me, comparison to where I was. I've been going through jean sizes like it's crazy. Like, I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna wait until I level out, then I'll go get new pants. Right? They really do. Okay, that's why I always get excited when, I know it's silly. So, you know the, whenever I use a Amazon affiliate link, so a small percentage of the things you buy through the Amazon affiliate link, I get, I think it's like 3% or 2%. Like it's really not much, but it adds up after a while. And so every month I'll get one that's about, ranges anywhere from like $13 to, you know, if it's a really good one, like $35 or whatever. And you better believe I love it when those come in, because it's like, one, if there's something for, you know, the channel that I need, I'd be like, okay, sweet, I can put it towards that. Like, it's, gift cards are always like guilt-free shopping, right? But I remember, like, I wanted a really nice pair of overalls. What was the brand? It wasn't Carhartt. It wasn't Dickies. I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah, it's for Amazon. Anyway, it was a really nice pair of overalls, and I just could not justify buying it for myself. I want to say they ended up being like $50, but you know what I did? I saved my gift cards and then I got it, because I was just like, well, then if for some reason I don't like them or whatever else, I don't know. I feel like I can enjoy purchases so much more when I'm like, Amazon, all right. And I know it's just like, I don't know, there's something psychological about the fact that it came from a gift card and not the bank account that you're like, woohoo. It's the little things, right? It's all good though. You gotta find the joy in the little things. Okay, so that's a little bit more blue. Do you see how much darker that got? So much darker. In fact, there seems to be more blue on this side than this side. Oh well, we'll work it out. See, I love that, Sarah. I really need to hit up our local Goodwill, like so much more. I think I've kind of, aside from Christmas shopping though, I've kind of put the kibosh on any purchasing for myself, because it just means that I'm just gonna need to move it also. Right? Oh, Ev, absolutely. Yeah, you save it up. Well, you know, last year for Christmas, Steve is a super practical guy, and like myself, he does not like spending money on himself, especially if it's something expensive. Unless there's a really good reason and he really needs it, he does not spend too much money on himself. Well, this past year, he had done some extra work that had earned him a bit of a bonus from work. And he was able to finally purchase himself a better computer, because he hadn't had a desktop in years, and he had a laptop that was always just kind of overheating and it was questionable. But anyway, he had this other job, and I was like, take this, get yourself a new computer. Well, he was able to get the computer and a monitor, but not a second monitor, which when you use your computers a lot, a second monitor is super handy. So last year for Christmas, I was so proud of myself. I planned ahead, and for like 6 to 8 months, I forget what it was. It might have been about 6 months, 6 or 7 months. Anyway, the point is, what I did is, because obviously Steve and I share a bank account. So my money is his money is my money. Either way, if I'm spending money to get him a gift, it is coming out of the bank account. And I knew he wouldn't enjoy it as much. So I had my, Felty Spice got for free. See, there you go. You love it. So what I did is I took, for about 6 or 7 months, any Amazon gift cards that I got from the small commissions that I make when, you know, we use the Amazon links and everything. I saved them all up. Plus I had a gift card from someone that I had set aside as well. So I was able to purchase Steve this really nice monitor that he wanted with those gift cards. So he had no idea that it was coming last year. So for Christmas, he opens up the box. I have a video of it somewhere. He opens up the box and he just thought because the monitor that I got him was the exact same as his current monitor. And so he thought that I had just reused the box somehow. So he was just like, I was clearly excited when he unwrapped it. I should have just kept my mouth shut, but he like unwrapped it. And I guess I thought that I assumed that when he saw the box, he would know what the gift was. And he still looked so confused. And then of course I started babbling because I was so excited. And then it turns out he didn't actually know that I had gotten him that until he physically opened the box. And I think he's really good at guessing his gifts. And that is one of my more proud of myself wife moments. And I mean, he uses the monitor every day. But yeah, so just so you know, anytime you use the links, it all goes to good stuff. I was just proud of myself. You know, I had a little notebook. Like I felt, did you ever watch the original Mrs. Eris Goes to Paris with Angela Lansbury? Okay, in the movie, she works as a housekeeper for this woman in London, right? And the woman is very wealthy. She has a number, I know, right? Honestly, I'm excited to tell you guys when I made him this year. He's really gonna like it, but I have to wait until after Christmas because you'll see it. So in Mrs. Eris Goes to Paris, she works for a wealthy woman in London who she has like at least 2 Christian Dior dresses. And this was probably, the movie is set in, I think it might even be not the 80s. I gotta look it up sometime. But anyway, it was a Christian Dior dress, this wonderful, beautiful thing. She worked as a housemaid. You know, never in her life could she, 50s, thank you, Patty. Never in her life did she think that she could have afforded something like this, let alone have anywhere to wear it. So she's got this housekeeper friend who's just like, you're insane, what are you doing? Anyway, there's this whole montage of her saving up money for this Dior dress. And she's got this little book and she's like marking the prices, marking, you know, what she has and everything. And that's what I felt like because I had this little, because I couldn't let Steve know, right? But I had this secret spreadsheet on my computer, but I also had a notebook where each month I was writing down like, okay, I have this one here. And then, you know, I was trying to like, because you know, like 1 or 2 months in advance, like, okay, well, I met this goal, so this particular one is going to be coming. So I was tracking everything like Mrs. Eris and keeping my little notebook of notes, adding things up. It was really cute. Anyway, I was very proud of that Christmas gift, to be sure. Okay, so I might go in and change it a little bit later to lighten the blue just a little bit. I'm just using the white to kind of lighten in some spaces, but it's pretty close to as dark as the other one is. And you saw just kind of how long that took to get, you know, kind of the smooth buildup of things. So I know it's 9:37, but we're gonna work up in this corner now and we're gonna work on the fade out. I haven't done it yet, but I have an image in my head of what I want it to look like. So we're gonna go back to our circle maker, okay? But this time we're gonna space out the circles a little bit more and not do as many. And in fact, I don't really want any additional circles past this line. I'm leaving basically, there's gonna be 1 inch on either side of it, on the top and the bottom, that are going to be empty. So we're gonna grab our handy dandy circle maker here. Okay, we may even do smaller circles. I think I'll try and keep them between 2/8 and 4/8. I don't even know if we'll do a 2/8 one, but 4/8 and 3/8 are gonna be the best one. Thanks, Sue. Favorite Christmas memories is Christmas I gifted my parents the first microwave. It was the first present I bought with money I earned from my job. Oh, Ev, I love that. I have my own Amazon account with the household settings, so I still get the Prime benefits. My husband sees charges on the card for that assumes it's coloring. See, there you go. Well, and see, we do that. We have a joint account, but he can see, you know, when it gets, like you said, pulls out of the bank account. But it was just, I just had my own secret little savings going on. All right, so let's go ahead and do sky blue light. It was just one of my more proud moments. It's funny. So one of my, like, you know, those, that term where what someone's love language is, where it's like physical touch, acts of service. I forget what the rest of them are, but for my dad, his love language is acts of service. And so I was probably maybe 13. Obviously, I didn't have a job yet or anything. So one year for Christmas, what I did is I took an old towel of ours with obviously permission from my mom. An old towel of ours, I cut it up and I hemmed it all to give him a bunch of new shop rags. And obviously that didn't cost anything except my time. But I remember him really enjoying that gift because it was something I put effort into and it was something practical he could use in a shop. When I say shop, I mean, you know, like mechanical work. He likes working on boats and everything like that. But I remember doing that one for him and he really appreciated that one. But the funny thing is the item that I guess gave would technically be a term. Kara, thank you. Get some exclamation point hypes in chat for Kara. Exclamation point hype for those handy dandy hype emotes. Thank you so much, Kara. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you as well. So let's see, how can I phrase this without giving away too many details? Okay, so at one point, my family and I moved. It was me, my oldest sister was moved out of the house, me and my parents, my other sister, my brother. And we had lived in this smaller house for a little while we were in transition. Let's see, do I want to use 4/8? Let's do 4/8 and let's do green. Green? No, let's do lavender. Anyway, at one point, the way that this house was set up, my favorite gift I bought was a pair of pants for my mother. Growing up, she always wore dresses because she was embarrassed of her weight. It's cons. Oh, I love that, Patty. I love that. Where we were living, and I know it sounds silly, but the nightstand was attached to the wall. It wasn't something that you could move. Well, at one point, my dad had put his ring down. I don't know exactly how it happened, but he had put his wedding ring down and it had fallen back down behind the nightstand and they couldn't get it out. And so they just assumed that was it. They hadn't really, I can't remember what they tried. You know, I was young. I wasn't paying that much attention to what my parents were doing. But we were moving and we were moving out of that place and we were selling that place. And we had moved into the new place already. And this other place we were selling, it was vacant. And so I went over there one day with, do I want to do that a little bit larger? Let's do that just a smidge larger. I went over there one day and I just had this harebrained scheme that I was like, you know, I'm going to try and get this out. So I used an old wire hanger and I was able to get it back behind the nightstand and I was able to hook it under the ring. Now I worked on that thing for probably like an hour. And of course, when you're 13 and like trying something, you're not even sure if it's going to work. You have no previous experience to know what the best way is to do this. But anyway, I hooked it on the ring. And ended up flinging it out from behind it and went across the room. And I couldn't believe it. I had gotten it. So I came home and presented my parents with Dad's ring. And I remember like they were confused at first. And then I told them what it was because like they had, like there were buyers that were interested. Like this house was going to go and that ring would have been gone forever. And so I ended up getting it out and I was so proud. You know, you're always looking for approval from your parents. And I was just so proud and I brought it home. Oh, I said I was going to leave that top inch empty, didn't I? Okay, maybe not completely empty. Anyway, I brought it home and I was just so proud. My parents were in shock and yeah, proudest moment of my 13 years old. Okay, we're just gonna do smaller ones. Let's do a green one right here. Okay. Again, this one was easier because I had already done it on this side. So this one I'm kind of just, oh, I guess I should probably zoom in just a little bit. I'm kind of just going at it. Okay, so this is what I have. Like I said, it's going to be lighter. I'll probably do some more up here, but for the sake of time, we're just going to do like this little section. I was terrified she wouldn't like them. After that, she was completely converted to pants. Oh, I love that. Hi, Julie. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I have all these little circles. We're going to do kind of the same thing that we did before. Oh, thanks, Julie. But we're going to slowly fade it out. So we'll go ahead and start with our darker colors, which of course is our lavender, our Mediterranean blue, and our jade green. But we're going to go lighter because we want this to fade into a white. Okay, so let's start with the lavender. Okay, we're going to do an okay amount of color here, but by the time we reach here, it needs to be really fading out. But yeah, oh, I forgot there was a green one there. I was about to go over it with the lavender. Should probably bring in some of that jade green. Oh, Oh, thank you, Puzzling. I appreciate that. I'm telling you, there are times like I'll go off stream and I was like, there are probably some things that I don't know. I'm very like, I'm guarded in one sense because I'm super careful with like what I share on the internet, but also I'm incredibly extroverted in case it wasn't obvious. And I have a tendency, it's probably a good thing that I stream because I'm like, I've talked to you guys, you know, through chat, but I'm talking, honestly, I'm not kidding. When I go to have coffee with like friends and stuff, I have to mentally tell myself to shush it. Like, I'm aware that I talk a lot, and I'm also aware I have a tendency to talk over people. And I've also had to, because I'm sort of trained to kind of talk about myself on here, I have to remember to continue the conversations, not with my own anecdotes, but with interest in their lives as well, which I do. But because of the way my brain works, I'm like, oh, let me tell you this story about me. Anyway, yes, talking to real people is a struggle for me. Let's see, Emma says, as a child, when you can do something for your parents. Yes, absolutely. All my short colored pencils are Prismas. That's awesome, Julie. Yep, they're the favorites. But you know, it's good because it's helped me like grow as a person. Oh, it's that exactly. Like, you ever see those pictures that go around where it's somebody who's a bit of an overthinker and you're like, remember that conversation we had 15 years ago? Remember that thing we said? Yeah, that was stupid, wasn't it? Literally, there are conversations that will occasionally fall into my brain of things that I said or did. And I'm just, granted, I'm sure that person that was there for said conversation has never thought of it again, ever again. Will it live forever in the embarrassing part of my mind? Absolutely it will. I even think back in like high school, and you know, when I get excited here, like I'll talk really fast, but like when I was nervous to speaking in front of people, which I clearly don't have that issue as much, although I don't know, if I was in a big room and you were all in the room, I might feel a little bit nervous. But when I was in high school and I used to have to give speeches and stuff, I literally, on tops of my note cards, in big red letters, I would have to write, slow down. And then in my head, like, slow down, you goofball. Like, just, you know, like, I'm aware. This is why Steve and I work so well together. He is extroverted, but of the two of us, what was that? A little bit? When you're around people you're comfortable with?
That's not what
Oh. Okay, never mind. Anyway, the point is, clearly we work well together. Hi, Debbie. Find all Prismacolors here, but I'm using them right now. Why do they all feel like cream in my hands? It's like, right? They are. They're so. All right, breathe. Take a breath. Breathing's overrated. I find that when I'm online, I'm very friendly, but I'm a true introvert and can't read and don't do well in crowds. Yeah, so that's my biggest struggle with in-person conversations is making, because it's not like I am not interested in the person, but I have so many stories and things that I can tell about myself. I have to remind myself, hey, there's another person in this conversation. No, Debbie, I love it. There's another person in this conversation. Perhaps you should ask them about what they like or what their day was like. Like, I just, when we lived in the apartment, I had two friends, really good friends that lived in the same apartment complex. And we had children that were all little and everything. And so we would have weekly coffees where we get together, the kids would play and we'd have coffee. And one of those friends was so good at listening, but also engaging in the conversation and like engaging that person, asking them continuing questions about whatever story they're telling. And I like took a lesson from her. Obviously, I had to force myself that and honestly, the channel has helped train me a lot to think before I speak, only because again, there's stuff that I don't say on the channel that, you know, obviously goes on in real life or whatever else. But I would listen to her, and the way she engaged in conversation showed genuine interest in what we had going on in our lives, and yet still was able to contribute what's going on in her life. I'm like, holy crap, conversation is seriously like a skill. So I try to make, mental notes of, okay, it's not about you, because I'll admit it, I'm selfish. Do I like talking to myself? Obviously, I have a whole channel where I talk, but it's not that I don't care. I just have to retrain my conversational brain. Like when I was a kid, I grew up in a big family. And so a lot of times I talked a lot because I felt like, especially like if I was going to ask anybody for something or explain why I needed to do something, I felt like if I got it out faster, they wouldn't have time to say no. And so like that was my thing. I just talked so fast. I'm telling you, even faster than I talk now, which is a shock. I know, but yeah, let's Dave. But I mean, when they say you have to train yourself at conversation, you really do. I'm a major introvert, but start a topic of which I'm a geek and I have to put on the reins to not overwhelm. Regular chat and I need time to hide out in the bathroom because I find it stressful. Yes, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. We go from talking about food to everything. Become more of an introvert as I've gotten older, unless I've had too much to drink. I'm very social. So far, we talk Christmas, bugs, puzzles, and coloring. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I go off on tangents like constantly. But yeah, conversation, there's a much difference than in, conversing online versus conversing in real life. And there are ways they don't, I suppose it would fall under etiquette, maybe, but it's like they don't teach that part in high school. Like, sure, there's, teach you how to do speeches, but like, let's have a concern for your fellow citizen class. And part of that is finding interest in what they want. And, oh, Angela, so me. Okay, no joke. I had to go get the tire repaired because at some point we drove over a nail, and I went to go get the tires fixed. There was another mom there who had 2 small children. My children were old enough, so they're in school and everything. She had 2 little kids. Really easy to start up conversations with other moms. Again, hello extroversion. But we were both sitting there while we were waiting for our cars to get done. She's trying to entertain her kiddo. I'm going to put a little sky blue light here to help fade it into the white. Anyway, so we start chatting. I don't even remember what we talked about. But what I do remember is that I find more often than not what I add in conversation is an apology for word vomiting on them. And also, hi, my name's Emily. I tell my entire life story in a total of 20 minutes. I apologize in advance. Like I overshare constantly. If I didn't keep myself in check here on the channel, you guys would probably know way more about my life than you'd ever want to. And this mom, I don't even know her name. At no point did we exchange names. Will I ever see her again? Never. I don't know who she is. I can't even remember her face now. Did we get into in-depth conversation like we'd been best friends for years? Absolutely. Did I even exchange numbers? Definitely not. But I clearly had no problem spilling my entire life story. Like, hello. Learn conversational skills and public speaking. I'm too chicken to join the organism. Yeah, no, that's exactly me. Like, I'm just like, hello. Time to talk is at night when my husband is trying to sleep. Oh my gosh. Maylin, Steve and I stayed up late the other night to watch Loki. And when I say up late, I mean, we went to bed at like 2 a.m. He's basically, almost fallen asleep, crash after it's done. I'm in there getting ready for bed, washing my face, and I'm ready to have a whole conversation with him. And he's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, oh, right, you probably want to sleep. Like, I don't know. I overshare entirely. It's just too easy. Okay, so I'm going much lighter here, and that's because we're still going to use the blender, but we're going to fade it out with the white. So let's go ahead and add our other lighter colors to connect this. We'll go on this darker one more time, and then we'll use our blender. We did. Oh my gosh, that's why we stayed up late, because like I kept kind of predicting what was going to happen, but I could not have predicted that ending at all, ever. So yeah, we stayed up late to finish it, and it was so good. It was so good. I don't know when the next season of Loki is coming out. I can see how it will tie into, I don't want to give any spoilers if somebody hasn't seen it. Tie into the Avengers movie, The Kang Dynasty. I'll see how that will play into it. I will be curious to see that next Avengers movie. And again, I'm going to say this carefully, so don't spoil it if you haven't seen it. But I will be curious to see how Thor reacts to where Loki is at now. Right? No, I didn't expect that at all, but it was so good. Steve and I were cracking up on that last episode too with everything he was doing. Again, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna leave this other circle alone and I'm gonna focus on this section so that I can finish showing you what this is before it gets too late. But yes, it was very, very good. Oh yes, Ev, watch it. Watch it. It's so good. I never really even after the first season of Loki, I never really gave his character much of a second thought. Do I absolutely have a crush on Tom Hiddleston now? Absolutely. Steve probably does too. I don't know. What? Oh yeah, Steve totally has a crush on Loki. Although, if I had my choice of Loki variants, it would probably be the crocodile Loki. That's all I'm saying. Last night I told my husband, open your eyes. I want you to see my new coloring book. Oh, all the time. I had been staying up late one night to work on, oh, here it is. I'll show you real quick. I was working on a painting for a competition at our local library, but what I did is I used polymer clay and I created this kind of wisteria and then glued it to and painted it. Well, the night that I created this, I made it all and I was so proud of it. I don't know, it was probably, might have been 1:30 or 2 in the morning. Steve was dead asleep, just completely zonked out. What is that, third stage of sleep? I don't know. I poked him. I was like, I know you're sleeping, but I really want to show you this. Look what I did. And he bless him. He kind of opened his eyes and was just like, huh? Oh, it's very nice. I don't even know if he remembered it in the morning. But I was like, the funny thing is even I was so tired that I had been trying to get things organized because I had a little, like toaster oven, what I was baking things in. And I had set it on my chair for a moment while I was moving things around because I was out of table space. I was this close to sitting on it. I am not kidding. Oh, thank you, Angela. I am not kidding. I set it on my chair, was looking for it, went to sit down to move all of the stuff that was on my desk to look for where I set it. And there is just a very small part of it that is slightly smushed. Because when I say I was this close to sitting on it, I was not wrong. I remembered it at the last second. It wasn't cooked yet, like it wasn't baked, it wasn't hard, it was still the soft clay. And I almost just destroyed it. I was just like, oh, I need to go to bed now. Oh man, thank you. It won first at the local library thing. I actually won like an art kit. I ended up giving it to the kids because they also entered the contest. It was like they had different categories from young kids up to adults. So obviously I won the adult category because I'm not a young child. But they didn't place on crushed it in the cat. I honestly really didn't want to enter it because as the kids have they're getting a little bit better, but initially they what did Patty say? A friend brought a guy to lunch. We were hanging out between classes. He and I chatted like crazy about music and movies. I was just doing the autism geek thing, but he thought I was flirting. Oh no. It's called Daniel. It's a documentary. Who's it about? I'll write it down. Tons of Tom. Oh, feel free if you stumble across them. It's called, hang on, where was it? Daniel. Oh my gosh, I wrote on top of Puzzling's name. Daniel. There we go. Last night I read that part, okay. But I don't remember what I was saying. But yeah, so yes, I totally wake him up in the middle of the night to show him things. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna go a little bit harder now because we're gonna use our blender soon, and then we'll use I'm gonna use the blender on this part, but I'm not gonna use it on here. I'm gonna use the white on there. Oh, do you really? Okay. I didn't know he was on Instagram. Well, is it like an Instagram that somebody runs, or does he really have his own Instagram? Or is it like official posts? right? Oh, that's right. That's what I was saying. Okay, so the kids, they look at what I do and they get sad because they can't do it. But what I have to explain to them is like, you know what? Mom has been doing this for like 30 years, kiddos. Like, you just got started. You need to, anyway. So they really wanted me to join the art contest with them. You know, I know in their mind, Mommy's an artist. This is an art contest. She should join. But I was really hesitant because I knew that they would feel sad or frustrated if they didn't win, or if I won and they didn't. So I was really concerned about it. Anyway, turns out I did win and they didn't really place anything. So what I did is, because the prize was an art kit, I gave the art kit to them and they seemed happy with it and everything. So, you know, it was kind of, you know, a nice little bump to the ego. Not that I need that, but it was nice that they didn't end up feeling like really bad about not, you know, it's a big pile and they're kids, you know, tons of kids are entering this contest. In my defense, I only had like 15 other adults that I was competing with, and I was the only one that did something kind of 3D. So anyway, it was an art kit and notebooks and some brushes and everything like that. So they were excited to get that. You're good. Marvel Multiverse comes to the rescue. Yes, exactly. It's about a boy who took a rock from a cave and ended up... Oh, goodness. Wait, does it have a happy ending? Yeah, well, he's bum print. Absolutely. Because I don't know, I have a thing where like it just makes me incredibly sad if it has a terrible ending. And I'm like, oh, I need things to have happy endings. This is why I can't even do scary movies. I'm telling you, I think the last scary movie I watched was... I Am Legend with Will Smith. Gave me flippin' nightmares. Even the day after tomorrow, I had a panic attack, man. Like, sure, I have a phobia of those bugs, but... Oh, okay, guys. I don't know I can do it anymore. Might have to grab the other one. Apocalypse movies. I can't do them. I can't do them. Okay. All right, so we're going to use the blender here, and we're going to... Ooh, it's like a little... Try not to get a uneven surface underneath. All right. Paul, what you doing? Hi. Did you want to come say hi while I finish this up? Come here. Come here. They won't get to see you for like 3 weeks. There we go. Come on up. There you go. Here he is. So you just sit right back here, okay? And then I'll finish this, and you can have this part of the desk. Does that sound good? Look, I'll move that over, and look, space for Paul. Paul space. Is that good? Are we good with that Paul space? We're not even staying? Rude. I make him his own spot. He doesn't even stay. How rude. I'm sorry, Em. He didn't want to stay. All right. He's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Annie's been the one that's been jumping up here a lot more. I know it's because she can kind of sense what's going on. Right, Sarah? Absolutely, absolutely. She's just been really, really needy like lately. And I know it's just because she's feeling uneasy about, you know, all the changes. She knows something's going on. Yummy for a while, but after watching a docuseries, turn out, yeah. Just about every Jigsaw puzzle I record when I get to cameo. Yeah, these little, yeah, even, so because Steve is working remotely for this first part of the job, like Paul or Isis or Annie, like they're constantly interrupting. But the thing is Annie usually doesn't jump on the desk, but she has been lately. And she's just been really demanding of attention, which tells me that she is feeling like she knows that something is up. Something is not quite right. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, because fan page, for me, like, if the celebrity is online, like, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But it's just like fan stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's just sort of reposting of everything. But heck, if he's online, I mean, I follow Jason Momoa's Instagram. I'm telling you, that man has so much energy. I don't even know how he does it all the time. Okay, so we're going to continue to bring this up, but the idea is we're fading. It popped off the dowel. Oh, if you guys didn't hear that snap, clearly my mic isn't working. Holy heck, it popped off the dowel. Guess we're using the pencil extender on this one. I was pushing too hard. Oh no, Julie. Oh, I've had that happen. I've had that happen. Yeah, that one was a snap. I'll even cop to that one. That was a, there you go, snap. What's that? I hear a snap. The super glue method isn't some extra cat for the kitty. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I got 2 new carriers, because I realized that we had to check one because we had a stray that we had taken in it, and I didn't want the cats to contract anything, and it got kind of grubby in there. So we only had one. And so I got 2 new cloth carriers, actually, that have this fuzzy little bed and everything. So we've had that out. So we have 3 now. But yeah. Absolutely. Extra catnip. I put catnip in there to have them get adjusted to it. My first ever coloring pages, my cat sneezed on the... Oh, no. Okay, Sarah, if it makes you feel any better, I'll have to... No, I can't show you. It's packed away. Okay. Well, I'm going to paint you a picture. All right. If you are familiar with Christine Caron's newest book, it's absolutely beautiful. Wildflower Folk. There's a number of videos about it online. But I was coloring that one and was doing it in pastel. And for whatever reason, I had eaten some with peanut butter, didn't realize some of it was on my hand. And I put my hand on the page and got a peanut butter smear on her face. And now it looks like she has some sort of facial wound. So, there's that. So you're not alone. I have not gone back to that page, and I cry internally a little bit every time I see it. So, you're not alone. Oh, yes, for sure. Yep, you are not alone, because I apparently am a toddler who gets peanut butter stains on her coloring pages. Okay, let's do a little bitty green spot up here. I feel like this needs a little bit of green. So maybe not white all the way to the top, but just a very light amount of color. Are we still in frame? Yes. I know it's really bright. I swear you can see it here. Grayscale. Yes, it is. Christine Caron's was my first foray into grayscale. And honestly, hers is the best one to do because she kind of adds her shadows where it's not overwhelmingly grayscale like you're actually coloring a black and white picture, but where it lets you know where your shadows should go. Also, if you're choosing a page, check out hashtag Christine Caron, where everybody's going to post pictures of the pages that they've done, and seeing where everybody placed their shadows and kind of the look that you want will really help point you in the right direction. There you go, a kitty collab, exactly. Yeah, it's really nice. Aw, okay, yes, absolutely. I did fluid art back in the day. I actually had a few art shows for it, which was really cool. Oh, you know what else we could do? If we want to, along the top, rather than having circle with color, near the top where you're fading it out, you could also just like add in the background circles, but have the middle part be white. But I had fluid art out and I thought that the stuff was secure. Anyway, he jumped on it. And if you know anything about fluid art, it needs to not move while it dries. Yeah, was not successful with that. I was able to salvage it, but that little boy got paint all over the place. Yeah, it's great. Exactly, it's a cherished memory. I can't use gel pens because you are in good company there, Patty. Absolutely. I say that constantly. I've even smeared some of this. Like, I have to do gel pen last. Otherwise, yeah, it's a hot mess. Like, no doubt. Okay. All right, so I think this works. I'm gonna turn down the brightness a little bit so maybe you can see it a little bit better. It'll make more sense once I take the picture, but do you see how, we've got all of this bright color here and then you sort of fade it out. Now just imagine this almost just imprint of circles, like it's just so light, but you can still see it because it's next to something here that's darker. I may darken this up a little bit here. A lot of times when I get done with a section, I can kind of look at it and be like, okay, well, this isn't quite balanced. So we're gonna fix that. I'm also gonna need to do like circles behind the presents, but that kind of tells you how to go about that. You guys remember what I was telling you about erasing the table? Okay, so I was using that white Prismacolor, and of course I've got, you see all these white flecks on here now? You can try using the handy dandy little ladybug vacuum. So I can run this alone, try and get any loose stuff. But otherwise, like, this does not come up with water. Was just playing around the other day and discovered I can erase my desk. So if you have pencil marks on your desk and you've been trying to figure out how to get rid of them, you just erase it. See, it's not 100%, but it sure looks a lot better than it did. And now I can use a little vacuum, vacuum up the eraser dust. Who needs water when you have erasers? Ta-da! So don't mind me, I'm just gonna get a bunch of cheap erasers. Use them to clean the desk. Thank you. I don't know that I will have time to finish this completely before the move, because let's be honest, we got Holly Jolly and a giant move. But I did want to make sure that I gave you guys, for those, because I know there are some that are following along. I wanted to give you guys all the tools you needed to finish it for yourself. And I know, like, these ones we didn't do, but I had to finish them off stream if, yeah, I was going to try them. I want to try, yeah, right? The magic of erasers. Like the magic eraser. But yeah, so I'm pleased with that. All right, well, we cannot end tonight. Thanks, Josephine. We cannot end tonight without a little words on stream. I'm not gonna be back for like 3 weeks. All right, so let me grab our words on stream. If you have not played before, there we go. If you have not played before, we play a little game called Words on Stream. It is similar in the sense to Scrabble. It scores like Scrabble. You don't have to download anything. All you have to do is just be in chat and type your words and you are able to play. And it's just a fun little game that we play at the end. I used to say, you know, we'd use it to wind down, but who are we kidding? I'm winding you guys up at this point. All right, so we're gonna go to our games. Words on stream. Boop. Okay. There we go. Let's pause our music. So our current, thanks, Ev. Our current level that is the highest is level 29. That is our goal to get to. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move my other window over here. Make sure the sound is up. All right. Everybody have their typing fingers ready. All right, puzzling. If you like Scrabble, you're gonna love this. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see, make sure to turn the sound up on that one. There we go. Okay, so you're fast. All right, let's see. No, there's not two E's. Live. Oh, Bevel. There you go. Oh, shit, you little sneaky lurker. Stealing my bevel out from under me. Okay, oh no, one more. Oh, Be-lie. Yeah. Okay, I'm okay now. I'm not competitive in the least. In any way, I swear. Okay. Bother? Was that all right? There we go. Oh, brother. I mean, no, that's gonna be my word. No, totally. Okay. Broth, other. Oh, broth. Speaking of soup, you guys, I made a kick-butt potato soup yesterday that even the youngest ate, and I think next time I need to double it. I will have to share the recipe in Discord because it was flippin' delicious. Although I didn't add the chili powder that it called for because I don't like spice. Steve can add his own spice. What about throw? Is that a thing? I don't know. Oh, it is. Haha. Let's see. We have 5 letter words that start with B. Oh, what about let's see, no. Borer? Is that a word? It is. Okay, perfect. But yeah, it was really, really good. And I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I like to add corn to my potato soup. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it was really, really good. Really good. Let's see. One more 6-letter word. 2 more 4-letter words. Robe, wrote. Woo! What does that one even mean? I don't know. Nice job, Sue. Let's see. Tor. THRO, maybe? Throw? No. Okay. What about Tor? H-E-R-T? H-O-R-R? Maybe? I'm just grasping at straws now. H-O-R-T. H-E-R-B? Oh no, we already did herb. Oh, it's a type of frost. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, see, I didn't even try that one. All right, Sue and Ev looking strong. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to go on a limb, say the fake letter is probably the Q, as we do not have a U. So, let's see, rate. Wait, no, that's not how you spell air rate. Rave, yep. Rivet, oh, very Josephine, nice. That was not even, all right. Ooh, irate. Ah, Marilyn, too fast. Okay, to be fair, she clearly put in irate before me. She's like 4 above me. I'm just not paying attention. So that was fair win, fair win. What about it? No, is airy? I feel like airy's a word, isn't it? No, I'm thinking aeropostale. Okay, what about oh, area. Area. I got one. No, Betty! Oh my gosh. Stealing it out from under me. No, I'm kidding. Okay. All right, did I get one? I am not helping. Even Brian's in there with his sneaky little words. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. No. Okay, I have 2 more words. Work, brain, work. Let's see. Arrate. That's too many R's. Well then, I'm just gonna congratulate everyone on their wonderful job, Josephine and Sue. Well done. And I'm not salty in any way, because I'm not even the teeny tiniest bit competitive. Not at all. Okay, probably the X. When maybe could be wrong. No, yeah, it's probably the X. Of course, I don't know. Exude. Throw that one out there. Okay, it's definitely the X. What about recued? Reduce. Yeah, that makes more sense than recued. Okay. Cured, creed, crude. Cedar. Okay. Seed, cued. What about rude? Ha! Rude. You chuckling at me, Steve? Rude. Rude dude. Rude dude. Okay, what about rude as in rude the day? No, Patty! I mean, congratulations. Very proud of you. Let's see. What about surd? Surd a word? Curd. Let's start with an E. Card. What about R-E-D-E? Is that a word? Or R-E-C-E? Maybe? Reese's. I like Reese's. Hey, Steve, can I have Reese's for Christmas? Yay, crud. Accrue. Oh, I always forget about accrue. It's words that Words always uses, but I never remember them. Oh, we still have one more, 5 letters. All right. All right, Emily, you can do this. C-R-U-E-D. Accrued. Accrued? No, what was it? Educe. I was not even close. All right, Sue and Josephine, well done. Okay, we have a potential CH, SH, but one of those letters is fake, and there's a hidden lever. Let's try chief. No, I didn't spell that right. Chief. Okay. So it's either the C or the E. I want to guess that it's the E, but I mean, or it's the C that's the fake letter, but I don't know. Okay, so maybe fish. Okay, what about wish? Could be a W. Okay. Ooh. Feist? Don't think that's a word. Gosh, this is much harder than we anticipated. This is level 13. What's level 13 doing to us? What about choose? Maybe it's choose. Well, no, because the fake letter is going to be the C or the E. Okay, so what about hoses? Maybe it's an, ooh, what do we got? Quaffs. Okay, so it's definitely the E. It's a fake E. Okay, so could be a CH. No E. Could be an SCH. A D? The heck is it? Disco, I see disco. Okay, dish, yeah. Oh, we're not ending on this one. We're definitely doing another one. That was entirely too hard. That should have been like a level 18. The heck is that word? We're going again. We're going again. It was rigged. It was way too hard. 13 is never that hard. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining, but we're going again. Last one for 3 weeks. We're making it count. Ooh, but Shannon, well done, number 1. What?
Ooh.
All right, let's see. Sail. See that one? It was rigged, absolutely. Yeah, lies, like words. Words lies. I bet you we actually got it. Oh, easily. Easily is the word. There you go. Well done, Patty. Okay, what about LYES? Do lays. Oh, aisle. Well done. Okay, let's see. We do seal. S-E-A-L. There we go. Ooh, aisle. That's good. Yes. Yes? Yes? Ales. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have one word that starts with the letter E. Or not letter E, sorry, the letter L. Oh. Leia. Because, you know, Star Wars. Oh, Lays. Oh, I was close. All right. Was not going that direction, but we're all good. Jennifer and Patty, well done. I feel like I'm staring right at it. What is it? Oh, blocks. Blocks. Oh, Shannon! You little turkey! No! You sneaky girl! Okay, what about bok? Like a chicken, bok bok. Yay! Oh, then box! Taking it! Woohoo! Yay. All right, so we have one more that starts with the letter B. And the 5-letter word also starts with the letter B. Block. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try B-L-O-C-S. See if that's the plural we can snag. There we go. All right, so one more 4-letter word. What about, let's see. Could start with an L, could start with a, what about L-O-C-S? Locks. No, okay. Poles, well done, Ev. I didn't even think of that one. I was still trying to make it start with the letter L. All right. Ooh, this one's, knowing? Known. That's 2 N's. Okay, so known. I'm gonna guess it's probably the fake Z. So you could do owning. Owning, yeah. What did that leave? Knowing, oh duh. I knew I was right there. Like it just was not piecing together in my brain. All right, king. Oh, what about Kong? King Kong. Just throwing it out there. Okay, let's see. Got wing, wink, wonk. Oh, it's a word! What the heck does wonk mean? Okay, hang on. We're gonna go to dictionary.com. Dictionary. I feel like that needs to be the word of the day. I'm gonna find a way to use the word wonk tomorrow, unless it just means something really bad. Okay. Wonk means... Okay. Apparently it's slang. A student who spends much time studying and has little or no social life. A wonk. Or it's also a stupid, boring, or unattractive person. That's a terrible word. Okay, I take it back. Wonk is not the word of the day. It's not a nice word at all. Owing. Oh, there. All right, I officially command that we don't use the word wonk on a regular basis. What a word. What a word to make it into words. All right. I'm not going to rule out the V. I'm not going to. Let's try avium. That could be a thing. Vials, okay. So it's not the V. Ooh. Guys, I think it's the U. I think it's the U. Okay. So if it's the U, because we haven't cleared out one of the other S's, but I haven't had a game yet where one of the double letters is the fake letter. So I'm gonna go with the U, which means, I wonder if they choose Valium. Oh no, wait, I'm using the U, never mind. That's probably a name brand anyway. Okay, what about males? Males didn't go through. Guys, it's not the U, it's the M. The M is the fake letter. Okay. So, what has 2 S's in the U? Okay, got last. Visual, Sue. Well, ooh, visual, piggyback. Yay! I totally piggybacked on that one. But yeah, I was surprised. That was the M. That was low on my radar. All right, Visa. Oh, what about visas? Plural of visa. There we go. Okay, so sale, vials, visas. Well, either way, that was good because the M was not even on my radar. I don't know about you guys. Awesome. All right, skip 2 levels. Level 12. Megan, well done on that one. Sue. Let's see. All right, no U. I'm gonna guess it's the Q again, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. N. Let's see. J. Huh. Needy. Yeah, joyed. Oh, enjoyed. Enjoyed, right? Yeah. Sweet. See, I kept trying to put those 2 E's together. All right, so let's see. We've got need. Paul, that wall is not your scratching post. Is he able to go into the bedroom? Then what is your deal, dude? There's nothing locked out for you. You don't need to destroy the walls. What? Just a little bit. I offered to let him up on the table. Oh, I'm not even coloring now. There would be room. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. I will even let you lay on my coloring page. Okay? There you go. You can lay on the coloring page. You can. Is it just attention you're wanting? Is that what's going on? Getting just his back here. Back and his tail. All right, Paul. What's your guess? Joey. Oh, nice. You can stay there. It's okay. I'm sure they'd love to see you. You can have the whole desk right now. I'm not even coloring. Why are you so needy tonight, huh? What's going on? Are you feeling a little unsettled too? Yeah. Okay, he sat down for some pets. Yeah, feeling a little unsettled. Yeah, it's okay. Did Mama treat you and give you a little bit of chicken tonight? Yeah. He had his begging face on. All right, Jennifer! Awesome. Sorry, I got distracted with the cat. Yeah, that was rough. I want to say sausage. Sausage. Just going out on the limb here. Yay, Paul, you made my brain work. Okay, so fake O, hidden U. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so sage. Usages. Assuage. There you go. Usages. Oh, you got usages. Yes, you did. Is that just all you wanted? Did you just want some loves? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, you did. Let's see. Got ages. He's looking up at the camera. I see his little whiskers in it. You're a funny guy. Yeah. Okay, so we have another 4-letter word that starts with S. I'm going with Sega. Sega. Okay, not Sega. Let's see. I wonder if it's gonna start with... What you doing? That's a light. Oh, okay, we're gonna have bath time here. That's cool. Oh! You stole him! You stole him away, Steve! How dare you look at him?
I looked at it.
You stole him with your eyes! You stole him with your eyes! I know! I'm gonna try Gessa. Oh my goodness. He stole him with his eyes, guys. That's cat thievery. Was Annie in here too? Oh, goodness. All right, Sue, Josephine, and Jennifer. Well done. Divided. Yeah, I was there, Steve. Now I can't claim this as my own. All right. Fake J, hidden I. Fake J, hidden I. Oh, wait. No. I don't know if it's a J or the N. Oh, no, yes, I do. Yeah, so fake J. Dividend. What about divined? There we go. Divide, divine, dying, dived. What about vined? V-I-N-E-D? Is that a word? What'd you say? Everything's starting with D on this one. Okay, what about...
Hey.
See, he stuck? Oh, Paul. This is why I can't have nice things. He was scratching the curtains. Oh! Ended. No, that's not right. There's only one E. Ended? Paul! What did those walls ever do to you? You're being so naughty. I'm telling you guys, they sent something. Oh, Indy. Okay, all right, well done. All right, well, that means the other 5-letter word isn't gonna start with a D. It'll start with, let's start with an I. Needed. Oh, I missed it. What was it? Oh, I missed what it was. Was it jive? No. Oh, I missed what the last one was. Rough. Thinking? Is it thinking? Am I thinking it's thinking? Holy heck. All right. Fake E, hidden I. What are the odds that the E is the fake letter? Oh, see, we were all on it. Yeah, thinking. I'm thinking. So thing, think. Hey, that's not bad for level 21. Thing, think. No E. Oh, Josephine. Hinting. Ooh, nice. What about thine? Thine? Oh, wait, it's a fake E. I said it was a fake E. Oh my gosh. Can't even remember the own words that I say. Okay. So we have hiking, inking, kiting, night thing, think, feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book. Ninth! Guys, we just cleared the board on level 21. That is level 24. Level 24. Our highest level is level 29. Level 29. Could still be the, I'm gonna go with family, maybe? Or, oh no, simplify. Got it, fake Q, hidden P. I'm okay. She's sneaky like that. We love you, Shannon. Simplify, yes, simply. Ooh, what did Megan get? Megan got flimsy. Ooh, nice. Bird lady got flips. Okay, so flips. What did Megan get? I missed it. Megan got flimsy. Oh, films. Okay, so we have another F1. So what about flims? Maybe it's short for flimsy. Oh, filmy. That makes more sense. Okay, so slimy. Oh God. This one isn't a word, it's an acronym, and I probably should, there it is. I was, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but that's what came to mind. I swear I'm not a terrible person. I'm so sorry. Cam, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. You just gotta have to look in chat. I'm not saying it out loud, Steve. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're level 27. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, Patty. Patty got, oh no, Blue, what is it? Incident. Oh, I wasn't even there. Okay, so fake C, fake Q, hidden. No, what is it? Fake Z, fake Q, hidden incident. Oh, it's a hidden N, okay? Fake Z, fake Q, hidden N. So do we do indent? Some, no, ooh, Brian and Josephine got indict. Oh yeah, indict. Do we get, I think Shannon probably already got edict. Edict is probably, oh no, not, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, we could do it. Another hidden N, so, oh, what about Denton? Isn't Denton a word? Maybe we already got Denton, okay. Steve, come help.
Right, back.
Timed. No, tinned. It's another hidden N, wasn't it? Okay, we must have already gotten tinned. Oh, Steve, we're so close. We're only 8 points away. Help, Steve, help. In these. Oh, okay, what do we got? Cited, edict, dentin, incite, indent, induct, intent, tinned, incited. Okay, there's another one that starts with I. Do we do incite? Yes, we did incite. Oh no, we just need one more. Oh, no. No! Oh, that was rough, but that was so good. That was so good. Well done, everyone. Man, I mean, we probably would have gotten it if Steve had helped us. I mean, gosh, I don't know what he's doing over there. I kid, but honestly.
I know you're on level 27.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're watching the stream. Okay, I'm done now. Shannon. That was good. We did so good. All right. Well, gosh, it's crazy to think it's going to be 3 weeks before I see you guys again. So, first of all, let me say thank you to all of you for this past year. This has just been, I mean, this is 2023. All wrapped up for me, essentially, as far as streaming is going. I believe there's still going to be some people streaming during Christmas week, so just keep an eye out for that. Shannon's a great one to follow. Type in ! Lurky. A great one to follow if you're looking for other streams. I will try to do some posting. Again, those of you that are in the sticker club, that is still going out. No problem. If you still want to sign up for it, do it sooner rather than later so I can get the right amounts printed out because I'm going to have to pack everything up soon. Also, those of you that are members, be sure to check on the 1st for your new coloring download. But aside from that, we're going to take a break. We're going to spend time with family. We're going to get the move done. And next time I stream with you guys, we're going to be in the new place. So thank you, everyone, for your well wishes. Merry Christmases. Merry Christmas to all of you. Steve, do you want to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Things will be different when we come back, all right? So unless I'm settled sooner, I will be back on, I'm double checking the calendar, January 12th. Okay, so January 12th. Oh, Chloe, it's got to be so late there. Thank you for hanging out. January 12th is the goal. If I can be back sooner, I will. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in 3 weeks. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for all of this year's donations and super chats and gifted memberships and for your generosity with your time and just being here to hang out. You guys make this so much fun. And yeah. I'll miss you guys. I'll see you in 3 weeks, okay? I'll have lots to talk about, I'm sure. Many, many stories. And I'll still try and pop in streams that are going. I'll probably lurk a lot while I'm packing. I like the sound. Anyway, all right, everyone. Have a wonderful, blessed Christmas. Stay safe. Keep being awesome. And I'll see you guys all in 3 weeks. All right? Bye.